All right, cool. We live. Welcome back to another episode of the Hoodie and Headband podcast show. It's your boy Bryce. I'm joined by no other than my brother,
Tariq.
Tariq. We have to start, middle, and we gotta come up with something for this part of the week, bro. Because it's like Tuesday. Some people listen to it on Wednesday. Like, this is really midweek. We start on Sunday. Got Monday, and it's like Tuesday, Wednesday, really that midweek. But regardless of the fact, how are you?
I'm good, man. I can't complain at all. Um, been just locked in to the playoffs. Saturday and Sunday. I don't think I did anything but watch basketball, honestly.
Must be nice.
Saturday we recorded in the morning. I recorded in the morning, um, and then started watching the games. Saturday watched those until I fell asleep. Sunday woke up, played college football for a little bit because I hadn't had my HDMI cord, thanks to my brother, since like November, actually December. Yeah.
But he yanked the HDMI cord from you. You gave it to him.
No. I used it when I was at the crib. And then
Uh
when
huh.
I was leaving, I was like, yo, is that my HDMI cord or did I pack it up? He's like, no, you packed it up. I get to the crib. I
It's
do not have my
yours.
HDMI cord. Got everything but the HDMI cord. So I've been without it for 4 months. Yeah. And he was supposed to bring it when I saw him a couple months ago. He forgot it. And I was like, and then he gave me a second one. He snuck a second one in my bag when I was leaving a couple weekends ago and was like, or he didn't say nothing. And then I saw it when I was like packing up the rest of my stuff. I'm like, you think he's slick? I said, well, now I got to. Fuck. Um, but nah. And then Sunday I just watched hoops the whole day. Um, and then last night watched Raw, watched hoops. Fell asleep a little early. Didn't really catch the end of didn't catch the end of Raw. Fell asleep when Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn was coming out. Um, and I missed a good chunk of that Warriors Rockets. But I watched that back this morning. Um, so yeah. Um, it's been a lot of fun watching these teams go at it. Um, I feel like I've been saying a lot, but yeah, I can't complain. Things are going well on my side. How about you, bro?
I can complain, but I'm not going to complain. Okay. Dog play, but I mean, I'm just ready for the weekend, bro. I am ready for the weekend, bro. I listen. I need some rest and relaxation. Um, Hopefully, let's look at the weather because I'm planning on trying to go to the beach. Let's look at the weather, making sure it's clear skies in the forecast. Cause if not, I'm gonna have to. Oh, are you serious, gang? 55% chance of rain. Are we serious? Are we serious? I want to go get some sunshine, get some rays, see some clear skies, be by the water, be one with nature. After working hard for a week and a half straight, I'm gonna just pray that changes. But I mean, outside of that though, playoffs have been quite entertaining, man. Those Sunday games were cinema. Um, just straight buckets. The Detroit Pistons and the Knicks game was crazy. The ending was crazy. We'll get to that in a second. Um, the Boston and Orlando series has been crazy to watch. Um, LA against Minnesota. That's been a wild series, especially that last game. That last game, oh man, the end of that joint was crazy. Um, there's been a lot of crazy hoops, man. It's been some good hoops on the past week or so since the playoffs have started, man. But um, but yeah, I mean, we got another good game on right now with the Knicks and Pacers, not Pacers, Knicks and Pistons. And we got Pacers and the Bucks. Game 4 on both of those. Bucks Pacers has really been a close one throughout that game. Um, Warriors and Rockets has been a fun series as well. Um, I guess to say the only series that haven't been fun are the series that are already over, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, other than that, man, it's a lot to look forward to. A lot of good basketball ahead of us. WNBA season is on the horizon. You got training camp starting. Regular season starts in about 2 weeks. So flip. But yeah, we're here with another NBA playoff check-in. Couple updates from the last episode. The Oklahoma City Thunder advanced. Let me just put the whole bracket. So yeah, Thunder advanced in the sweep against the Grizzlies. Cavs advanced in the sweep, winning their game last night against the Miami Heat. We got five other series that are 3-1. And then we got a series tied with the Nuggets and the Clippers at 2-2 apiece. Um, what has been your overall take on the playoffs so far?
I would say the people that were complaining about basketball, complaining about ratings and all that during the regular season, shut the hell up. That's what I would say. Because if you're watching the playoffs and you're trying to tell me that this isn't great basketball, this isn't a great brand of basketball, I don't know what to tell you. Physicality has been up, the level of play has been up, the level of intensity, the level of focus, attention to detail, scheming, um, making plays or making up strategies and things like that. Like you can see from game to game, coaches are really trying to one up the other. Like in the Timberwolves and Lakers series, JJ and Chris Finch are going back and forth. Um, Knicks, Pistons, JB Bickerstaff, Thibodeau are going back and forth, trying to figure out ways to exploit what the other team thinks they do best, and that's been really interesting for me to watch. You can say the same with the Nuggets and the Clippers as well. Like, I know a lot of people feel like the Clippers have been the better team through 4 games, um, but it's still a 2-2 series and it's going back to Denver. So um, that's been super interesting to me. I would say is just seeing like the playoffs is always there's always going to be players that come out looking differently than what you looked at them in the regular season, or that you look like, or than how you looked at them throughout their careers. Um, I would say a guy like Ant, like I talked about this on the playoff preview that we did before the playoffs started, and I mentioned how Anthony Edwards has always been a playoff riser. Like he's averaged over 20 points every year of his career in the regular season. But every year in the playoffs, his numbers, his points and his percentage have gone up. Um, and we always talk about how good Luka is in the playoffs and how he was good in the playoffs right away. Anthony Edwards has been the same way. As soon as he had a team that was capable of matching up with the other teams that he was going against, he's been hard to beat. Um, he said he wasn't losing again to the Nuggets after they lost to them in 5. He came back and beat them in 7 in Denver last year. Um, got his team to the conference finals, fell short. Now he's playing a Lakers team that has one of those players, or is heavily featured by one of the players that put him out last season. And you can just see the motivation and how ready he is for the moment every time he steps on the court. And I don't think you could take that away from anybody. I would say Jalen Brunson as well. I remember last year there was a conversation about whether he could be a number one option on a championship team. Now, obviously, this is just the first round. I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but with the way that he's able to make plays in the clutch time after time, um, I'm always curious of how he's gonna do as the playoffs get further and further in. And I would say over the last 2 years, he's proved himself outside of getting injured towards the end of their run last year um, against the Pacers. I would say that he's proved himself in the playoffs to be also another playoff riser, and how good he has been um, just getting acclimated as being the number one guy on a playoff team. And even last year, I would say it was maybe more impressive because there was no like, oh, we have to stop this guy and we have to stop Jalen Brunson. It was like we stopped Jalen Brunson, we stopped the team, and they couldn't stop him. And then obviously that helped. That opened up the door for Dante DiVincenzo. That opened up the door for OG Anunoby. That opened up the door for Josh Hart. Um, and now this year he's got a cat next to him who may not be great every single night, but when he is great, is a huge, huge uplift for the team. And then you still have two other guys that can give you 20 plus points like they did in game four, or not game four, game three, where you have four of your starters give you 20 plus points and one of them give you 30, and it's not even Brunson. So things like that are the things that I'm looking for, is like role players that step up and make big plays, like Gary Trent knocking down 9 threes in a game. Jaden McDaniels, multiple games where he's been arguably the best player on the floor. I talked about in the preview, like, is Jaden McDaniels going to be the guy that the Timberwolves need him to be? There was a month stretch where Julius Randle was out. Jaden McDaniels stepped up, doubled his point average, and in this game, the two of the wins that they have out of the three, he scored, I think, what, 27 or 28 and then 30. Um, so obviously, I'm not asking, I'm not saying he should give you 25 to 30 every night. But if he's efficient with his 18, 19, 20, that's a huge boost to what Ant is already going to give you, what Julius Randle's been giving you. And he's been phenomenal with the way that he's been talked about in the past 4 or 5 years of being a 1 or 2 option in the playoffs and not really reaching the heights that people have put on him. And I think that's another thing about the playoffs, is like we put these expectations on these players, and then when they don't reach it, people are like, yeah, he's trash. Like, yeah, I knew he wasn't this. I knew he wasn't that. It's like, but if he did, y'all still wouldn't give him the proper credit because y'all would just find a way to negate whatever they're doing. Like,
The people are
I
haters.
know, I know there's going to be a lot of conversation about Jalen Green because they've played 5 games. 4 of the 5 games he scored in single digits. It's first playoff
Yeah.
run. He's playing it. He's playing against an experienced Warriors team that knows if they
He
stop
dropped 30
him,
in the other game.
that's yeah. I mean, they know if they stop him, they stop not like a lot of the offense. They feel
Mm-hmm.
good with Şengün trying to score on Draymond. And then if you throw a bunch of different bodies, you throw a Gary Payton, you throw a Moses Moody, you throw a Podziemski, you throw just different bodies at Jalen Green and force him to play a certain way, it's going to be it's going to be trouble. And especially considering in game one he said that the jitters got to him a little bit. So when you say that, and you hear and an experienced team that you're playing against hears that, they're going to take that and run with it. They're going to say, oh, well, let's make him flustered more and more. And he got the game where he went off, and then he struggled. But I wouldn't say he necessarily. I would say he struggled more turning the ball over last night than he struggled shooting the ball. He only shot 8 shots. He shot 3 of 8. I would say it was more the turnovers that hurt him more than anything else. But not to get away from the point, but I think just seeing what stars rise in the playoffs and then seeing what role players make big plays. Like last year, some of the most fun moments of the playoffs were when the Knicks were going crazy in Madison Square Garden, and Dante DiVincenzo was hitting game winner shots. Like when they fouled Maxey, but they fouled Maxey, got the ball back. Dante DiVincenzo got the three, hit the three, or I think they missed the first shot. Then it got back to Dante, and then he made the second one. Crowd went stupid. Like, I feel like moments like that are like the moments that we always remember. Like, even after playoffs, even if they don't win a championship, it's like, hey, you remember that one time so and so did this? Hey, you remember that one time so and so did this? Like, as much as we remember the stars, we also remember, like, I still remember Austin Reeves against the Grizzlies, and he was like, "This is my shit." Like I remember that. Like,
Yeah.
those are things that I take away from playoffs each year, and I always love going back and watching like the YouTube compilations of like best playoff moments from this year. And I always go back as far as like I can find. If I can find like 2008, 2009, I'm watching that. If I can find 2010, 2011, I'm watching that just because there's so many different moments. Like first round is its own entity, and then second round is its own entity, and then the conference finals is its own, and then the finals is its own thing. Like you have to break it up into different things because some of the first round matchups aren't going to be great, but some of them are going to be all-time great series. Like I'll never forget Boston versus Chicago 2009, like favorite series of all time because that series was literally so back and forth, and it was a young team against an older team, and it's kind of similar to this Rockets and Warrior series. They don't necessarily have a Derrick Rose, but it's kind of similar to that, where like this is a Warriors team that's won a championship before, trying to get back to it. And then you have the young guys that obviously it's a little different because the Rockets had a better record regular season, but I don't know. All that to say, the stars making big plays and showing up in big moments, and then role players making big plays and showing up in big moments and then just the physicality and the level of play, I would say, has been like my main takeaways.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. I think a lot of what you mentioned is what makes the playoffs what they are. Just the heightened competition and the heightened intensity and um physicality. You know, refs letting the guys play a little more. Um, the controversy with some of the games and the rivalries and the battles. Like there was a battle between Tyrese Halliburton and Dame Lillard before Dame Lillard got hurt. Which is ultimately I hate to see Dame Lillard out with a ACL or Achilles.
Achilles, towards Achilles.
Achilles. I always get those mixed up. But yeah, just tough to see Dame go down in that game the other night. It's the first quarter, I believe. But
Yeah.
yeah, nah. Other things like just seeing how I mean, you got a lot of these series that are 3-1, but they're not like a dominant 3-1, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of
Yeah.
these series are close. The Nuggets and Clippers, that series has been entertaining. Some of the endings
Could
to some of
easily
those
be
games have been
3-1 too.
crazy. Yeah, if Aaron Gordon was half a second off,
Craziest
bro,
buzzer beat I've ever seen.
I went to go see Sinners for the second time on Saturday, right? Because my mom went to go see. I saw my brother on last Tuesday. Then I went to go see it Saturday with my mom. Oh my god! I went to go see it Saturday with my mom. And when I got out the movie, I got a notification and it said, "Oh, I still got the screenshot." Because I was like, "What the hell?" Like literally, like
That
what the
lead.
hell, Burton? It said wild buzzer beater. It said Nuggets stun Clippers in Game 4 on Aaron Gordon's dunk to even the series.
And I feel like I asked you this a couple years ago. Like, did we ever think there would be like a game-winning dunk? Like, what would
A
happen if there
dunk,
was a game-winning
yeah.
dunk?
And like
But I
I
never thought
looked
it would
at
be
it
like a
back. I
putback
was
dunk.
like, I looked at it back. I had to rewind that joint like 3 times. Like that really like the shot Jokic took.
It was crazy.
Aaron Gordon being in a position that he like getting it off in time. I had to rewind to make sure he got it off in time, bro. I'm looking. Ball's out his hand when the red lights is on. Like that's really just instinct, and it's plays like that we talk about. Like that is like, I mean, I ain't gonna say that's our version of the Derek Fisher 0.3 seconds, but it's like
Damn near.
it's something we can talk about. It's something that we gonna remember. Like
Even the Ayton
regardless of who advances.
game winner from when he caught the alley oop on the out of bounds play. And then
Yes.
you see like Stephen A. and Michael Wilbon, like, what
Yeah.
do we just see? Like when you see a dunk at the end of a game, you're always like,
That's
what did
bold.
I just see, bro? like
Cause you
like
can't. I mean, you
Aaron
can
Gordon
get a
could have
quick dunk
easily just
off.
like tipped it, but he was like, nah, I'm gonna catch it here and I'm gonna have time to put it up. Hopefully I have time and he knew, like, a lot of times people be like, yeah, but then they know, like, nah, I ain't get it off. he was like like he was going back to the locker room. He was like, "No, it's good. Like I know it's good," which I don't know how, but how close it was, I've never seen a game under that close.
Yeah, and it just I think it was that, and then the next day seeing how Knicks and Pistons
Pistons.
ended. Cat
Hmm.
off the fadeaway, damn near over the backboard, like
Come
shooting
on,
the shot
Cat.
at that angle. When he made that, I said, "Oh, this game was raps."
Come on,
Like
Cat.
even certain shots players hit, or I want to say certain players because I mean, Cat is like that. Offensive bag is crazy, all right, but still, to hit a shot at that difficulty, that point in the game, it's like, oh, like they might got it. But it's like I
Yeah.
want to say Cade came back and hit a three after that, if I'm not mistaken. Like it was that back and forth.
After
Like
Cat's fadeaway.
after Cat's fadeaway, like I think Detroit answered back with something, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
don't think so because I think when he made that, he put him down 2, and then when he made the
Uh-huh.
3, he put him up 2.
So I know it was either Schroeder or it was either Schroeder or Cade that hit a shot late.
Look at the play. I'll play real quick.
Cause I mean I remember it was just like yo, I mean I was on my Sunday self care. I had a face mask on. I couldn't react too crazy,
So after
but
Cat made the shot. They were down 2, and then
yeah,
Cade missed a 15-foot 2-point shot.
yeah.
And then Cat made the 3, put him up 1, and then the rest of the plays happened after that. And then the last play was the Tim Hardaway Jr. play. He got fouled for sure.
He got
But
fouled. Definitely got fouled. The no call.
if you watch that whole game, that game would have been over because everybody would have fouled out because everybody was
Oh
fucking
yeah,
hacking. And that's what
yeah.
the Pistons asked
It's
for.
a
So
physical
I don't want to
game,
hear
and
no
they're letting them
fucking
play.
crying.
And so I mean, we all can acknowledge it's a no call, and we all know that if they get bailed out by that foul call, that changes the trajectory of the game. But I mean, same time though, I mean, I don't know. I'm not the type to cape for refs. So y'all know that. Y'all know my beef with refs. But it was just a tough decision there. It's a tough ending to a tough game, you know? Like
If they call it,
it
I'm not mad.
might have
But
killed.
I'm not mad that he did call it either.
Exactly, that's how I feel. Now, did it kill the momentum of what the whatchamacallit, what the Pistons had? Probably, maybe. I mean, they're looking good in this game right now. They're up to 47-45 at the time of recording. But I mean that going back to New York 2-2 versus going back to New York 3-1, it's a difference maker, man. It's a difference for sure. But no, definitely an entertaining series nevertheless. Um What other series has been super interesting, super entertaining?
Wolves Lakers.
Wolves Lakers. Ant-Man. Ant-Man. That man had what 43 in that game for?
Yep. Yeah. It's back
We
to
I
back
think it
years.
might I might say it's time for a conversation of sorts, bro.
I said it on Twitter, bro. If
It's
he win
time for a
this
conversation of
again,
sorts,
it's time to
man.
have conversations, bro.
It's time
He
for a conversation of sorts. Like it ain't no more. Oh, we might need to. No. We're gonna have this conversation right here, right now.
top 5 at the worst.
At the worst, at the
At the
two
worst, he top 5. No, in the league, top 5.
oh, in the league.
In the league, top 5.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Jokic, Giannis, Luka,
Uh-huh.
Shea, and
Uh-huh. I'm not mad
that
at it.
that that last
I'm not
3,
mad at it.
you
I'm
can
not mad at
argue
it. You can
that last 3. You can
argue
argue
what the
order,
order?
but that's the 5. Actually,
Yeah.
I lied. There's a like a 4-8. There's a 4-way tie at 3, 4, 5. Tatum is in there. I don't give a fuck what nobody
That's
says.
what I was about
Tatum
to
is in
say.
there.
That's what I was about to bring up next. That's
Tatum
what I was
is in
about to
there.
bring up next.
Tatum is in
I'm about
there.
to say,
I
where does Tatum
apologize.
fall? He at
Tatum is in there.
6? Like,
Tatum is in there.
because Tatum is. I think we need to give Tatum his respect. I mean, we give Tatum his respect, but I
For
think
sure.
the masses need to give
Hey,
Tatum his
Tatum been
respect
cooking
because
too.
Tatum is
36 and
overhated,
37
bro.
back to back.
Overhated. Listen. Overhated, underappreciated, overlooked. Jason Tatum. Why? Because his team is good and he has another max guy on his team. That's not his fault. That's good GM work by the Celtics organization.
That's a fact. Nobody hating on
Like
LeBron. He got Luka.
nobody hated
Nobody
on
was hating on
Westbrook
Luka when he had
when KD
Kyrie.
was there.
Nah, that's not true.
Nah.
They was hating on Westbrook, but they was hating on Westbrook for a different reason.
They were hating on Westbrook for a different reason.
They just don't like
But
Westbrook. But I feel like it's the same for Tatum. I
yeah.
think if Tatum was on a trash team, they still wouldn't like. I think they just don't like Tatum,
Well,
which
I
is
think
weird. But I think it's
it's
just
a
a Tatum
couple of
thing.
things. It's a couple of reasons why they don't like Tatum. Like they don't like
He
Tatum
also
because
got
he's a mama's
LMI
boy. They don't. That's another thing. They don't like
or
Tatum.
LMA.
They say he a mama's boy. He got everybody's.
What's wrong with
Come
that?
on now, ain't nothing wrong being a mama's. Mother's Day around the corner. Ain't nothing wrong
I
being a
smacked the
mama's
hell
boy.
out. I smacked the hell out of
But
somebody.
I get how Mom Duke's involvement might be a soft spot for people to go after. You know,
That's lame.
it is lame. Not saying I'm doing so, but I know it's something that people going after or people talking about. What else is there? He didn't win Finals
Kobe.
MVP when his team won the MVP when his team won the championship. Kobe stuff.
I think that's the biggest thing. I think that's
That's what
that's
started
when
it
like
all. That's what
that's when
started it
fans really
all.
turned
He
on
got
Tatum and
called
Booker.
lame when he sent that
It's Kobe.
screenshot of texting Kobe. I mean, when he posted that screenshot of texting Kobe.
They did the book too, though. I think most of
What
this comes
book?
down to like the Kobe thing. They
Oh,
did the
to
Devin
book
Booker
as
too.
in Devin Booker.
Yeah. They did the Devin Booker shit.
But those are his proteges.
Bro, these people, Tatum and Booker, actually fucking knew Kobe.
And Kyrie.
They actually knew him. The motherfuckers on Twitter and on social media be like, man, that shit lame. Never met him. Never met him.
Everybody. Even when Haley Van Lith,
But they
when she talking about
gatekeeping love for somebody they never met.
exactly.
That's nuts.
Exactly.
Think about that.
They trying to you ain't Kobe. They don't love you like that. They trying to hit it with the Draymond.
He
We don't know who
even
you
know
are.
you.
We don't know who you are, Lakers fan 25. Like we don't know who you are. We don't know who you are.
That shit is
Whatever Muse.
crazy. That shit is crazy. Caping for a dude that never knew you and then being mad that somebody else felt inspired enough by somebody to post something that inspired them because of that dude. Like y'all are
Like,
crazy,
bro. So I don't even pay a lot. I'm saying I don't pay a lot of attention. But I don't give a lot of that stuff attention because real ball knowers know these people had actual conversations. It's well documented that they
Real life
actually had
relationships,
actual
man.
relationships with Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Like Kyrie talked about when they won in 2016. First person he called was Kobe. Who else there? LeBron. I mean, obviously you know the relationship with their LeBron and Kobe,
Trey
but
Young,
Devin Booker,
Luka,
Trae Young, Luka. Like, come
Enrique,
on, bro.
Drew
Like
Lloyd.
it goes on and on and on. It's easy Google searches, man. The same thumbs you use in the type the hate with is the same thumbs you can use to see Kobe actually knew these people in real life before his passing.
Yep.
DeRozan, all that, bro. I mean, people don't hate on DeRozan. Everybody know what's going on there. That's a well documented Kobe guy. Westbrook too, Harden as well. Like those are well documented Kobe guys. But I think he's lame.
PG's
I
not
think
a
he's lame.
huge Kobe guy. I feel like
he's not. I don't think he is.
Like even though he's from California, I don't remember him ever
He's
having
from
like
Cali.
a real
He wore
relationship with
24.
Kobe. So maybe he did, and they just didn't document it as much.
Maybe. I mean, hey, same with Kawhi.
Yeah, but we've seen Kawhi, and Kobe.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing like Kawhi, like PG and Kobe.
Oh no.
But I could be wrong.
I mean, hey, maybe, who knows? They know. But one thing I do know is that Jason Tatum needs to be looked at in higher regards in terms of what type of player he is. And I don't know. I mean, like people see him be on a regular day to day and just be like, yo, he just corny. I don't know, man. People be fanned out for like the weirdest reasons, or They hate for the worst reasons. People are just weird. NBA fans, weird bunch.
They see
No, I'm
people
not even gonna
happy,
say.
be like,
I'm not even gonna
"What's
say
wrong with
NBA
y'all?
fans.
Why you happy?"
I'm gonna say sports fans are a weird bunch. All right, like
No, people that like
Twitter sports
legitimately
fans, I
make
say.
social media their life. I would say.
Yeah, like people make muse accounts, burner accounts, all this other stuff for people that don't even know they exist. Go
It's weird.
outside, get a life. Get a
Weird
life.
activity.
Now for
But
some more
anywho,
actual basketball talk. Let's get
what I
back to
say.
the
But
point what we
anywho,
was talking
Lakers
about here.
Timberwolves.
Anthony freaking Edwards. All right. Believe that.
I feel,
The man, the myth, the legend, man. That boy is making a name for himself. The playoff run he had last year and the one he's on at the moment, up 3-1, going back to they going back to LA. But up 3-1 against Braun and Luka, doing it in the fashion that he's doing it. Man, look. That man told BZ, hey, stand down. I'm here. That man told the president, that man told Barack he's next up. He ain't no next up he right now. Like, he letting his game do the talking. He backing up too. It's not like he's doing a lot of talking either though. Like, and then look, in the game on what was that, Sunday?
Sunday. Yep.
First thing he thought to do, whenever they want to talk about him and his performance, he gonna talk about, yeah, man, but we got guys like Mike Conley, Jaden McDaniels. First thing was the big up his teammates.
Yep.
I have no choice but to respect that, yo. Selfless. I look, that's what a leader looks like, bro. That's what a leader looks like. That's what a superstar looks like. That's what a player who could be the face of the league, defiantly the face of the league after this playoff run looks like. It's Anthony Edwards. Now, time will tell ultimately because they're gonna have a tough. They were 3-6, so they're gonna have the Warriors and Rockets winner. And the Warriors up 3-1. Warriors up 3-1.
Ant versus Jimmy in a series could be interesting.
Ant versus Jimmy is cinema.
Ant versus Draymond. Rudy versus Draymond.
Ant versus Draymond, Jimmy, and Steph.
Jaden McDaniels trying to guard Steph. I need it. Ant trying to check Steph. I need it. Because you know Ant will. He'll try. He'll try. Yeah. Sunday, he guarded LeBron for a good minute. He guarded Luka for a good minute. He be smiling. He be cheesing, bro.
He ain't backing down from none of them. Yeah, and he talking trash to him too, bro. Like he might have been little bro in the USA team, but he look, y'all messed up. Let me play.
Hey, it's back-to-back years, bro. Last year he put out KD. This year he might
put out KD in the first round.
He might put out Braun. Back-to-back years.
He put out KD in the first round. Who he put out second round last year? Was it the Nuggets?
Second round was Jokic.
Was the Nuggets. And then conference finals just Luka. Luka came through. Right, Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? And Kyrie.
Ant was like, yeah, I'm gonna guard Kyrie. Kyrie had his ass tied. He was like, yeah, I wish I wouldn't have said
that. Yeah. That boy Kyrie I ain't gonna lie, Kyrie had a clinic in that playoffs too. Up until they played against Boston. But nah. Ant Edwards, the game is in good hands with Ant Edwards playing the way he's playing. Shai Gilgeous too. Game is in good hands. Jason Tatum, game is in good hands.
You mentioned him bringing up his teammates first, and I've always appreciated that about Ant. Like even like during the press conference, they asked him, how he's become a better leader on the court and off the court. And the first thing he said was Dante DiVincenzo. He was like, Dante actually helps me out a lot with that. Like, if I'm on the court and he sees something that I don't see, he's coming into the game, he'll let me know that, hey, they're doing this, so you can beat them this way, or they're overplaying. So if you do a backdoor cut here, it'll work. And if you pay it, like, I don't want to say if you pay attention, but like, if you see it throughout, if you watch throughout the game, like, we always see it in the women's game. Like, in the women's game, they always huddle up between stoppages, free throws, all kinds, like those kinds of things. The men's teams don't really do that as much. Like, they kind of just play. And then if they talk, sometimes they talk to a ref, sometimes they talk to a coach. They might like talk to somebody across from the 3-point line. They might talk to the other team. But with the Timberwolves, I see a lot of them like going and talking to each other, and it's never like, "What the hell are you doing?" But Ed did say like sometimes he's talking somewhat reckless, but he knows. He said they know who he is, so they know that it's coming from a good place. It's not coming from a place of like
Yeah,
trying to make you look bad or trying to make you
yeah,
feel like less than yourself. He's like it's just how he gets his point across, and the team understands that, and that's how it helps him be a better leader. And then, like you said, like they asked him about his 42-point game. First thing he said, Nas Reed. Then he said Jaden McDaniels. He said Dante DiVincenzo because all those players made huge plays as well. And again,
shout out to
if your
Nas
best
Reed,
player can,
man. Price is nicest for the playoffs. Nas Reed, bro. I brought it back for the playoffs. Nas Reed, man. Oh, this on now.
why would he foul him there?
And one Tyrese. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. Hold on, hey.
But yeah, for the Timberwolves, I would just say like having other players be able to step up is just as good as having your best player being able to score 43. Like we've seen like a team like the Magic. Like you have two players that are capable of going to get you 30 and have both of them have given you a 30-point game
Yeah.
in this series, and they've only won one game. So it's like you need just different players to step up, and it doesn't mean you need someone to like multiple people to score 20 or anything like that. You just need timely buckets, timely stops, timely plays. Like the
Yeah.
Timberwolves didn't play fantastic basketball on Sunday, but they stayed in the game throughout. And Richard Jefferson even said, he said, the Timberwolves haven't played their best yet, and the Lakers have started out pretty good. He said, this game, they're down 4 right now. If the Lakers don't, if the Lakers don't lock in, they'll be down 4 in a few minutes. And literally in like 7, 8 real-time minutes, I think the Timberwolves were either up 5 or 6. And it was like, damn, just like that, they took a lead back. And I will say, like, I have questioned some. No way he threw it out of bounds. I have questioned some things, like watching this, like watching the playoffs. Is like some of the IQ for some players. Like I genuinely am questioning, and I'm not trying to make anybody sound like they don't know understand basketball because obviously they play at a higher level than me. But I just feel like if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and it's not Tyrese Halliburton, just fry Giannis.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
They really sold that like that. They really
Hold on,
sold
hold on,
that like
hold on,
that.
hold on, hold on. Hold on,
They really
hold on, hold on.
sold that.
What the hell? What the hell,
What the
Burton?
helly Burton? What the helly Burton?
What the hell,
Oh
Burton?
my
What the
gosh.
hell, Burton?
Oh, the
Even my
fans still
dad
storm
is
the court?
yelling.
Are the fan? Whoa, whoa! Tyree's dad and Giannis going at it?
Yeah, Tyrese, talk to him, baby. Yeah, get that deer out of here. My dad is tripping out. He said, "Really?" He said, "You can't lose the game like that, dog."
No, you really can't. I can't lie.
Hey,
You really
step.
can't.
Hey, step, Mr. Howley. Step.
Oh, he wildin'. Yeah, Tyrese dad's wildin'. I ain't gonna lie. Because Giannis a big motherfucker. I'm not talking no shit. Oh, okay. Disrespect.
What Biggie say?
Oh,
Picture
wait.
me being scared of a
Maybe
man
it's
that breathes
not.
the
Maybe
same
it's
air
not.
as
Oh,
me.
maybe it's not. Oh, Giannis on that. Giannis on that. Oh, y'all
He
done pissed
probably
Giannis
said,
off. Giannis in villain mode next year. It's a wrap. Sorry. Giannis in villain mode.
"Why he
Hey,
going
Giannis
head
about
to
to
head
tweak
with
out.
him? Why he going head to head with him? You should have had that.
Darius
You should
Mooney
have won the
dropped that shit
game.
right out of
You should have
bounds,
won the
bro.
game. You should have won the game, Giannis. Got all that
Hey, not
smoke,
too much
fool.
now.
You ain't had that
All right,
smoke on
not
the
too much.
court.
Not too much. Not too much. Not too
We need
much. Because
legends.
Giannis gonna
Legends.
carry me.
We need the audio. I know legends say he can't put the audio out right away.
Oh,
We
they
got
really about to go at it. Oh, Giannis trying to go at James Johnson. He on that.
James Johnson. James
He
Johnson
is
the point
on
guard.
that.
James Johnson
Giannis
the
is
point
on that.
guard.
He's not worried about none of that shit. Giannis is on that.
He said, "Hey, come here,
Giannis said, y'all gonna
mismatch."
stop fucking with me. Giannis said, y'all gonna stop playing with me, bro.
That boy Tyrese Halliburton, man.
Yo, Tyrese dad had to say some wild shit. I
He
promise you.
had to. He had to talk about.
Giannis does not react like that to anything.
He,
His
he
dad
probably he
had to say
probably
some wild shit.
he had to say something about the Nationals or something.
Nah, he wouldn't care about him talking about his brother. It had to be like, you a
He was
bitch or something
like
like. He had to like call
something
out his
crazy.
family,
I don't
call out his kids, his wife,
Man,
something like.
get Kevin Porter away
Giannis
from
don't react like
everybody.
that.
That's a dangerous man.
You're wild.
Get him away from everybody.
You are wild, bro.
Now Giannis try to son James Johnson.
Hey, Giannis was on that, bro.
He said, "You hear me?" He said, "He'll be talking about something." I can read this a little bit. He said, something." You hear me? He said, "They'll be
Giannis
talking
is
about
on
whatever,
that.
whatever." What
Hey,
Giannis is doing? Giannis,
because it looked like
man.
people was storming the court. That's why I was like, somebody storming the court. And then
I'm about to say,
it
storming the court
panned,
for
and
a
it was
playoff game is
Giannis and his
crazy. This is
dad.
professional basketball.
And I'm like,
This is
damn, what
professional.
Halliburton dad doing out there?
This is professional basketball. This ain't college hoops.
But the way that the
I know, but
team
the way
started
that it
celebrating, that's
looked,
why I thought,
yeah.
the way the team started
It was a bunch
celebrating,
of
it looked like
yellow because
somebody
the
was running
cheerleaders
on.
jumped on the court.
Yeah, it
Cheerleaders
was
ran
like
on the
there's a
court,
lot of people moving,
and I
and in the
think Hallie's
background you can see
family,
somebody come on the court.
Hallie's family had all the shirts on because they did a close up earlier, and they showed this girl. This girl
Mm.
had the shirt on. His family, like his people, had all like the shirts on.
What the hell,
His dad had the jersey on.
I can only hear
What
what
the
the hell
hell,
in her
Burton?
voice now. I can only hear it in her voice now, and it's really annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. What the hell, Burton? That's all I hear when I hear Helly Burton.
Yo,
What the hell, Burton? I'm like, no.
man,
It's like ingrained in my mind. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Live
wow. Oh,
reaction.
Jason Tatum.
Live
Oh,
reaction.
live
Live
reaction. Hey, you
reaction.
clipping that?
For real.
Where we at? 40-minute mark. Listen, hey.
That was crazy. That was a whirlwind of thing. I got hyped, then tried to talk good about the Timberwolves again. Then was like, hold on. Giannis about to
You was like,
fight.
hold on. Y'all just wanted to. It's like they took the ball again. It's like they took the ball away from him again, man.
But how the hell did Gary Trent Jr. drop that pass?
Yeah, gang.
That shit went right to him. He dropped that shit out of bounds, game. That's that CJ McCollum step on the line when Dame had like 60 in the playoffs. Well, you know how mad I was? I'm not even a Blazers fan. I was pissed, bro.
No, I remember that,
hot, bro.
I remember that. That was
Bro,
really
he
crazy, bro.
had
Like,
Austin
how
Rivers
did
on the
y'all
court
drop the
praying.
ball like that? Yes.
He had a dude on the court praying that he missed a shot, bro.
After every shot he took.
After every
You got
shot, he's like,
Severance in the building.
let me see what I can do. Okay, Jay Fields. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
my
baby,
dog, my dog, my
yeah,
dog,
baby,
my
yeah,
dog.
yeah,
That's the only time I root for the Jets. My dog there now.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
5 in the
Since
building. Oh
since
no, he
QB
ain't 5.
one.
He's
It's
7.
my dog.
7 in the building.
He's wearing number 7.
Yeah, he went number 7.
Ew. Who got number 1? Sauce.
Sauce.
Yeah, he got to get that up. I ain't gonna lie. Justin Fields been wearing 1 Gannon his whole life. I don't want to say for sure been his whole life because he wore 2 with the Steelers. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I'm 7 out there with the Ben Roethlisberger.
No,
Hell no. What number did Joe
no.
Namath wear?
Joe Namath wore
16?
12. He wore 12
12. Okay.
because he was gonna unretire
I
for
don't know
Aaron
why I thought
Rodgers,
Joe
but
Namath wore. Oh, it's Joe Theismann that wore 7. I'm bugging.
yeah, Joe Namath
John
wore
Elway wore
12. He was
7.
gonna unretire it for Aaron Rodgers. He gave him permission, but Rodgers was like, "No, I'm going back to 8."
8 was nasty. He should have just gave him 12. He should just said, I'll
Hold on,
take
why?
12.
Hold on. Dad, I'm recording.
Cade Cunningham.
All right, my fault, gang.
No, you good. To finish off the point about the Rockets or the Wolves real quick. Something that I've noticed is okay. I actually have a question. So I
What's
don't know
up?
if you were able to watch the game, but the Lakers played or JJ played LeBron, Luca, Rui, Reeves, and
For the whole second
DFS.
half,
Whole second half. Do you think that was a mistake?
I don't think so. I don't think it. I don't
Mm,
think it was necessarily a mistake, but I understand. Like, I mean, we've been around coaches. You coach yourself.
mhm.
If a certain rhythm is going, a certain momentum is there with a certain group, you keep that group in. Or it's like if you think there's gonna be a certain drop off, taking certain players out, you keep the group in. You know, like I I don't think that's bad on a coaching standpoint. I mean, we know Tibbs will play the guys 40 minutes too. Like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
But like we know it's like
But those guys are
whenever
conditioned to do that.
I mean they are conditioned to do that. I mean, and as an NBA player, I feel like you conditioned to do that. Like, you know, some players play it 40 minutes. Like KD said,
I would
let
I
me
would say
die
like
out
Rui
there.
maybe, Reeves maybe, but like
Yeah.
Braun at 40, I feel like that's asking a lot
I think
for him
that's
to play
asking a lot,
like
but at the
in the
same
way that he
time,
was
Braun don't
playing.
want to get off the floor though. Cause remember he had a problem with the minutes restriction a couple years ago. And it's like,
But that was
I
that
don't
was
know.
with Darvin Ham game.
It,
Darvin Ham
exactly.
was on some bullshit.
Exactly. Hands in the pockets. He ain't JJ
I
Redick.
think he understands it if it's
He
coming from
he
JJ. Like,
he ain't JJ
let me
Redick.
get you 2 minutes. Let me get you 2 minutes to get you back in.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like
Because I
if it
feel like
works
that's what
out,
I feel like that's what slowed
I
down the
feel
Lakers
like
at a certain point. Like
yeah,
LeBron
I feel
definitely
like if
slowed down.
it works out. Now I didn't really get a chance to watch the full game in full. I caught the last part of the game, but knowing that they did play the whole second half and they all played close to like 40, 48 minutes between that starting five, like
Yeah.
it's just something you gotta be ready for in terms like this is the playoffs. We gotta have our best five on the floor at all times, or best possible five that we can at certain times. And if the guys on the bench, or I feel like if a coach doesn't feel like any of the guys on the bench can come in and help and produce and be out on the floor at this moment, these times or whatever, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it is something to note. It is definitely something to note, and I'm interested to see what changes they make in this game 5 coming up, because they're on the brink of elimination. They gotta make the right choices. They every movement, every step has to be right for they gotta go perfect 3-0 here, or they done. So it's just a matter of making the right choice at the right times. But I think because what is their rotation right now? It's Braun, Luca, Roy, DFS, Reeves. Um,
Well, Hayes starts, but he really only plays like 5. Basically, like what Joel Anthony used to do for the Heat. Like he played the first 5 minutes
goodness
of the
gracious,
first
that's a
quarter,
name.
then wouldn't play till the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. That's basically
Yeah,
what Jackson Hayes does. Just to get him a
got you.
few minutes with a big on the court. And then they go DFS. Um, but they typically don't go DFS for that long. Like I understand, like they didn't want to go down 3-1. You're on the road, like you feel like you need it. You got to get them like, and I know it's like there's TV timeouts, but it's different because when you take a TV timeout, you're still locked in. You're still trying to figure out game plans and strategies and things like that. Like when you sub someone out, like, yeah, they're still locked into the game, but it lets them decompress for, I don't know, 30, 45, 60 seconds. A guy like LeBron, I feel like if you give him a 2, 3 minute break, like they were up 10 at one point. They were up 10 going into the fourth quarter. I feel like that's the time that you get a Luka or a LeBron. One of them two. You got to get one of them. If you keep Rui, Reeves, and Hachimura out there for 24 minutes, cool, because they played most of the season. For me, it's like 40-year-old LeBron, asking him to be LeBron for 40, 45, 44 minutes is asking a lot. He was great in the first half. He wasn't bad in the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, he made some great defensive plays, but it was like he wasn't shooting the ball. The last play, Luka came down. Uh, they helped off of Reeves. He kicked it to Braun, and Braun kicked it to Reeves without even thinking about shooting the ball. I think if Braun had a few minutes of rest, he might have shot the ball. Like he didn't score all in the fourth quarter, and they were up 10 going into it. I think that's a big piece. Like Anthony Edwards, I think played most of the second half, if not all of it. Um, but I think again he's probably conditioned better. He also got a longer break in the first quarter or in the first half. Like Ant sat from like I don't know if he played the whole first quarter. I think he might have played the whole first quarter and then came back in around like the 7 minute mark around that in the second quarter. That's a 10-ish minute break that he got where he got to sit and then obviously like the thing happened with Braun where he got hurt and then he was able to get back up and keep playing. But I think like just small breathers, like I don't know. It's just and then Luka was coming off the stomach bug. I'm like, that's asking a lot for both of them to play the way that they play and play against the pressure that they're playing against. Like Luka was getting full court press for 90% of the game, and you're asking to play against that for 24 straight minutes of game time. Like I don't necessarily disagree with it, but I do think it hurt them in the end because LeBron wasn't able to be himself on offense because of the energy that he was having to conserve or that he was having to give out on defense because they didn't have a big. So if you're giving up the three, or if you're giving up the paint, then you're leaving the three wide open. So or you're giving up open two, and if you help too much, you're giving up open three, which is what they started doing in the last couple of minutes of the fourth when it started to get away or whatever. But I would say it's kind of the same thing for the Clippers, or not the Clippers, the Knicks and the Pistons. Is like the Knicks play a lot of their guys a lot of minutes, but they're able to get them like small breathers here and there. And I will say, like, they are more conditioned to it. Like Josh Hart talks about, like, he doesn't practice as much. Like, he doesn't do a lot of practice because he knows how many minutes he's going to play in the games. So he's like, me and Tibbs have an understanding. Like, if I'm going to play 40 minutes a night, 38 minutes a night, I'm not practicing at the level that you want me to practice at. I'm not doing it. And they had that understanding. They said they agreed to that. I think when you have a team like that that's used to it, it's different as opposed to like LeBron probably hasn't really played that many minutes in a playoff game in a while because he's been able to get breathers or they've given him breathers whether or not he wanted them. Um, like I don't know, I just feel like that's asking a lot. Like uh them and again, like you have like the the Knicks have found a like to the Knicks found a way to negate the Pistons putting Tobias Harris on Cat. Instead of them trying to make Cat beat him in the post, they're like, we're just gonna put you at damn near half court. And he's gotta respect you out there because if you don't, you're gonna knock down the three. It's the same thing with the Timberwolves did. And LeBron is basically playing the five. So he's guarding Nas Reed, but he's also trying to protect the paint. He's got to make that decision. And then if he comes off of him, Nas Reed can make a play. And that's what he did a couple times. He did it at the end of the game where uh, they made the pass to Nas Reed. Nas Reed made the pass to I think it was Steven Chenzo got the dunk. Um, so it's like, or maybe it was Jaden McDaniels. I think it's Jaden McDaniels that got the dunk. But it's like if you if you give him that rest, he might be able to make more plays offensively or defensively to help you win the game. But I wouldn't say like, JJ, you made a bad call, but I will say it might make your bench players feel away. Like it can go one or two ways. It can go like, damn, he don't trust us at all. Fuck them, not helping them. Especially when you got like you already got a guy like Don Connect, like who you literally traded,
Yeah,
and he had to
traded,
come back,
came back. He
and
felt the
he
way
ain't even
about being
playing.
traded.
Right, and he ain't
Yeah.
playing, so he's like, "Damn, I ain't playing." And you know this as a dude that's been in locker rooms most of your life. Once you get to that locker room or once you leave the locker room, certain players or certain people are looking at dude like, "Hey, yo, ass ain't play tonight." See, I try to tell you, he be on that bullshit. Like coach be on that bullshit. Like the bench players
Yeah,
gonna
I've been through it.
it's either gonna make
Dealt
them
with
play
it.
a lot better or it's gonna make them play a lot worse because they're like, "Damn, he don't got no faith in me." So now they feel like every shot they take
It's
got the
like, yo,
weight of the
F it,
world
bro.
on it.
Yeah, it's like it's a two-way street. It's like, all right, I'm motivated to play better or get my shot or whatever. Like, stay ready mentality.
Mhm,
Or it's like, bro, F it, bro. I don't care. Like, I
mhm,
don't care. Y'all don't care enough to play me. I don't care enough to play well.
yeah. Because
But
Shaq,
yeah,
Shaq
looking
was
at
like,
the box
they got to
score from
play
last
better.
game,
Charles the kid is like, they ain't let him play.
yeah,
They didn't play.
yeah.
Like,
You have 5 DNPs on the roster,
yeah.
and you got Gabe Vincent played 12 minutes. We're around at the 13.
Hmm.
Vanderbilt played 7 minutes. Goodwin
Which is
played
all in the
seven
first half.
minutes. Yeah.
All in the first half. That's crazy.
Dalton Connect, Alex Lynn, Morris Twin, um, DNP, Shea Milton,
Mhm.
DNP, and of course, I don't want to say of course Bronny James, but I'm not expecting Bronny James minutes in the
Right.
playoffs unless it's a blowout.
Right.
Like, but we're talking as far as like Dalton Connect, Alex Lynn, and Morris Twin. Um, I think those are guys that could help affect the ball game. Can help you out there, bro. I mean, Dalton Connect, bro. He's an offensive. He's a scorer.
Yeah, but you need more than scoring
But
in
I
the
mean,
playoffs.
you need more than scoring in the playoffs. But I mean, he could be a guy that could give you like could be a spark plug for this team. I mean, granted, he's a rookie, first time in this type of environment, at least. But moving forward, at least for the future, I know that he can be like that spark plug kind of player for this team.
I would say
I
like
mean, he's showing
certain
flashes.
players
Like,
don't play because if they get on the court, they'd be a liability. Like
yeah,
Luca is low key a liability on defense, but he's so damn good
but
offensively
he's
that
so
you
good
don't care.
offensively. Yeah,
Like Jaden McDaniels got the 30 going straight at Luca. Now, granted, Luca had the stomach bug and wasn't Luca, but and I wouldn't say they was like cooking his ass on Sunday, but they were definitely still hunting him. And
yeah,
then they hunt Reeves, they hunt
yeah.
matchups. Like you have to do that in the playoffs. Like you can't make it your offense, but you still have to do it. Like you have to
Take
make
advantage
those
of it when you
guys
can.
work on the other end because they're going to make you work on the defense. So if Jaden
Yep.
McDaniels like, hey, I got Luca on me. If I got to guard Luca 94 feet, I'm gonna make his ass guard me trying to get to this paint, and I'm gonna knock his ass all the way to the rim. And if I do that 4, 5, 6 times, by the time we get to that fourth quarter, that lactic acid done built up because they done played the whole fucking second half. His ass gonna be dead fucking tired. So you know what he gonna do when when I'm guarding his ass
Bro
94
said
feet
the
on that last
lactic
possession?
acid.
His
I'm
ass
sorry.
gonna
I'm sorry.
fall.
Bro said the lactic
That's what it
acid.
is.
I
That's
know,
what
but
it
it's
is.
like I'm laughing because you got so scientific just now. Like you broke it down to the sides.
So
He
I'm
was
gonna
like,
score
"Look,
for it, bro.
he gonna be tired."
I'm just telling you. You play
Sports
five on
science with
five,
Tariq.
and you play a game going to fucking 100. No stopping. Your ass gonna be dog fucking tired. Your legs
I
gonna feel
know.
like you in mud, quicksand.
Listen, I played a
Think
couple
about playing in
games
a fucking
of
playoff game with your playoff life on the line, damn near
yeah,
on the road.
yeah.
Shit is not going the way you think. Like they like God, like it take like, and it's not even like damn every play that was coming down, they was going at Luka. It was just like plays where it was like, all right, we need a bucket for sure. It's like, all right, we got to find a way to get him to that. Like if Ant was going at him, then Ant would like dance, dance, dance. Might hit a step back three. Luka fouled him on a three. I think Ant got fouled twice on the three. So it's like
Yeah.
it's those little mistakes right there. It's those little mental lapses. It's like, damn, he tired as hell. He not really trying to guard for real. Make him guard.
Yeah.
But you can't do that to the Timberwolves because Julius was locking shit up. Julius was putting in fucking crazy effort on defense. All respect to Julius Randle because people been saying about Julius for years that he don't play defense. He don't score at an efficient rate. Blah blah blah. Say what you
Double
want.
tap square.
On Sunday, he was locked in defensively. That is the most locked in I have ever seen, bro. And I've been watching bro since Kentucky. That was 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
I have never seen him that locked in defensively. Like I'm talking about, Luka tried to go to work on him. He there. Braun tried to go work on him. He there. Then he took Braun to the rim a couple times. Scored on Braun. Scored on Luka. Like that's that's the thing is like when people get breaks, they feel like, and even like you mentioned, like Nas Reed and Dante DiVincenzo. Dante came out of the game probably like I don't know 9-10 minute mark. Mike Conley was in the game, and I'm
Hmm.
like, man, they got to get Dante back in it. But
Hmm.
they waited till like the 4 minute mark. Dante came back in, immediately made like 3-4 different plays. That little 4 or 5 minute break is huge for a guy like that because again, you can go to the bench and you can see something that you can't see on the court. And the people that are on the bench, they might see it, but they might not because that's why they not playing. They not gonna see that shit. If Braun goes to the bench, he might see some shit like, oh shit, okay. Look, they've been doing this the whole time. I just realized it, but I had to see it from the side to realize it.
Hmm. Yeah.
But if they never go to the bench, they don't. It doesn't allow for that. Like Ant said, like Dante DiVincenzo comes on the court and he says, "Hey, this is what I seen from the bench. Like I seen them doing this to you. So if you do this, it'll counteract what they're doing." And it worked. They end up winning the game. So I'm like, if you gotta give those dudes a break because when you have two guys like Luka and LeBron who shoulder a load offensively and they have to guard defensively, like neither one of them could go out there and not play hard on defense because at a certain like when Rudy's out there, sure, there might be one liability. When they played a lineup of Dante, Jaden McDaniels, and Nas and Nikhil Alexander Walker, all three of them can shoot, or all five of them can shoot. Four of them can create off the dribble. Four of them can create for others. It's like who do you leave? Who are you leaving wide open? Who are you giving the chance to make the shot? Like nobody. You can't. And then if they play Rudy Gobert and you play small, now you're giving up offensive rebounds. Now LeBron trying to battle down there with Rudy Gobert, which he was doing too. So I'm like, all these different things that they got to deal with, y'all ain't really making them deal with shit. They're just like, hey, shit. If Luka's gonna try to score 1-on-1, go ahead. We got Jay McDaniels. We feel good. Hey, Julius
We got
Randle
Jay
6'10". Make a
McDaniels.
tough shot and make him play. Make him irritated a little bit. Make him make a tough shot. Because if he get 38 on 36 shots, we cool. I think it was 28 shots, but still. Like if he gets 38 points on 28 shots, I feel good about that. Especially when Anthony Edwards just gave me 43. Julius gave me 25. Uh Nas Reed gave me 14. Dante DiVincenzo gave me 8. Like it's just different small things like that. Like you just need those small breaks, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
but again, if they're used to playing that way, if they're used to playing that many minutes, I don't think it's a huge issue. Because like a guy like Jokic don't sit for very long. Like Jokic might sit like 3 minutes a half, if that, especially in the playoffs. Like he might sit for like a minute, last minute of the first quarter, first minute into the second quarter, a couple minutes into the second quarter, come back in. Like he don't miss a lot of time. Uh, but like it's just I don't know, man. I feel like I don't want to say that's what lost in the game, but I think it played a huge part in them not being able to close out that game.
Yeah.
But again, like I was like, if you're going to bring in players, you would have to bring in like somebody that you know can at least defend. Like even if they're not making shots at that moment, can they get stops? Can they help us get stops? A Gabe Vince can help you get stops. Like even if you got to bring him for 3 more minutes, he can get you stops.
Yup.
Like I know they want to play Jackson Hayes because I ain't gonna lie, Jackson Hayes has been cheeks. But Sometimes you got to put that size out there just so that you still have the lob threat. Luka
Yep.
needs a lob threat. I don't want to say he needs a lob threat, but he loves having a lob threat.
But you saw what he did
He tried
last
to
year
throw
with 3
one.
of them.
He tried to throw one to. I think he tried to throw one to Dorian Finney-Smith, and he couldn't dunk it. And Richard Jefferson was like, "Know your personnel, gang. Like you got to know your personnel. You can't throw it. You can't throw no alley to Dorian Finney-Smith, bro." And it ended up being a
Yeah.
turnover. And I think the Timberwolves might have come down to score. Like that's a big moment right there. Like if that's Jackson Hayes, he dunked that shit. They get 2 more points. He throws it up to dude. He doesn't dunk it. They go down. They score. That's another thing in playoffs is the like 5-point swings that happen so often. Like somebody missed an easy layup or think they got fouled and they argue. Dude come down, hit a 3. It's a 5-point swing. Or a turnover and then another turnover. Like I've seen so many like team turn the ball over and the team turn the ball right back over. Houston's done it a
Yep.
lot. Golden State did it a lot.
Yep.
LA has done it. The Knicks and the Pistons have done it a lot. I'm like, damn, like that's what I was talking about the IQ. Like, you got to make the right play. Like, I know you excited, you just got the turnover, but damn, you just running into the play. You running into 3 people on defense and knowing good and well you not gonna score that shit. That be throwing me off. Like the Knicks Pistons game on Sunday, as good as it was, for a good chunk of it, I was like, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the Knicks just kept running into the paint, getting fucking hacked, not getting called, and then just kept going. I'm like, they're not calling him. I'm like, bro, once you get into the paint, it's 4 bodies there. 2 of them are fouling you. 2 of them are just around you. That means somebody open, bro. They finally start
Yep.
kicking that shit out. They came back and won the game. I'm like, bro, if y'all had done this shit in the third quarter, the game wouldn't even have been close. But like, I think people get so caught up in the game and get caught up in the moment of like people being personal and trying to talk shit to you and saying like you ain't shit. Like, oh, let me cook this dude. Like, oh, let me go get a bucket on, bro. Let me go be physical back. Like, no, play basketball. Like Josh Hart be trying to throw his body into them sometimes to get a layup, and I'm like, bro, you could have kicked that shit out for the 3. If he make that 3, it ain't nothing to be said. Now, at a certain point, the Knicks wasn't making no fucking 3s. So I understood why they were trying to get to the paint, but I'm like, you can't just not shoot nothing. Like, you can't just not take the opportunity to shoot the 3. Like, if it's open, you gotta swing it. Especially when you got 5 players that can shoot the 3 ball. Like Josh Hart, you the worst shooter out there. Kick that motherfucker. Kick it. Like, I don't know, bro.
Listen, nobody's looking for Josh Hart to score right now,
It
bro.
mind boggles me sometimes. It mind boggles me sometimes. Like, as smart as these players are, as talented these players are, sometimes they be making some boneheaded decisions. But again, this is playoff basketball. There's a lot on the line. Every play matters, and they like rack that into your brain that every play matters. So I understand why like certain plays are made, but I'm like, dog, you did that shit multiple times in the same game. At a certain point, it's like, all right, like, yeah, you know better, you know more than me, but damn, I can't tell sometimes. What the fuck? Cole Anthony just pulled from fucking 40 feet. Get Paolo and France and Jalen Suggs some help, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't say this about a lot of players, but your boy from Duke, some trash game. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's some shit.
Ooh.
Your boy from Duke that played for the Magic. I don't want to say his name because I don't be disrespectful. He ass.
Paulo?
You know good and well that's not hard. I literally just had get Paolo, France, and Jalen Suggs some help. Who plays for the Magic and went to Duke? Starting center gang. He been there for 5 years, bro.
Starting center. Jonathan Isaac ain't going to Duke?
Bro, he not they starting center gang.
Good lord, you put me on
Bro.
the spot right now. Oh, Wendell Carter.
Straight.
Wendell
Yes,
Carter.
he's some buns, bro. He is cheeks. He is ass, bro. You know how mad I was the other day watching him play? I'm like, bro. Like, I see some people saying, I was like, nah, Wendell Carter Jr. ain't that bad. Then I'm watching the game, I'm like, this nigga out there just doing nothing, bro. Like, he missing rebounds. He missing dunks. Like, he had a wide open dunk the other day. and it ended up being a foul,
Oh
but
god.
he didn't get the ball. I said, "Yeah, he asked, bro. I'm sorry." And then they showed it, and like it barely hit his hand. I said, "Nah, he gotta finish that shit. That nigga ass, bro. I'm sorry." And you know me, I don't say that shit about players. I don't even say that shit about athletes in general. But I've been watching, bro, and you know me, I've been huge on the Magic for the last 2 years,
Yep.
bro. They better
Orlando
off with
Magic.
Goga Batasi out there. When Goga's playing, they better. I'm sorry, they're better when Goga Batasi is playing, and that's not even a knock to Goga Batasi. Like he's actually been really good the last 2 years. And if they had
Yeah.
Mo Wagner, I say play both of them over fucking Wendell Carter Jr. At this point, like Wendell
I'm
Carter
about to
Jr. just
say,
make
like,
more money.
I
That's
can
it.
agree with you there because, like, I can agree with you there. I haven't seen anything convincing from Wendell Carter Jr. since he got in the league. Just haven't.
He was better. He was better when he first came
He
to the
was
Magic
better.
from the Bulls. When he got traded from the
Yeah,
Bulls,
I'm about to say when
he was
he
good
was in the Bulls,
at the
he was
start.
good, but like
But I feel like he's one of those players that just coasts.
it's been quiet for bro.
He doesn't care about getting better, in my opinion. I don't know
He just
personally to
didn't.
say that, but from the outside in, it feels like he's just like, all right, if I play like this, I can play like 4 or 5 more years in the league. And
That
that shit
longevity,
bothers me because
sticking
your ass is
around.
6'10" and got potential to be way better than what you are, and you're just okay with being an average center in the league. And just
Okay.
yeah, I can be in the league because if they can find a better center, his ass going to the bench for sure, or they just gonna ship his ass. Like I seen Marvin
Thank you for
Bagley
your
get more effort
services.
for the damn Grizzlies in the last series or in their series against the Thunder. So like dog, if I see him get more and he ain't even really playing like that, your ass is starting, bro.
Yeah, come on, gang.
Nigga either hurt or not doing nothing. So he never doing nothing. He's never doing anything.
But
Oh
now
sorry.
speaking of the
I just had to
series,
get that.
though.
I had to let that be done.
Nah, we good. But speaking of this series, man, this has been a very interesting series because it's been like I don't know, it's been kind of weirdly. I won't say close, but it's not like we mentioned. A lot of the 3-1 series hasn't been like a defining like dominant 3-1. You know, these are all been competitive 3-1 series, and it's like for the Celtics, I feel like this was probably the opponent they didn't want to see first round because they're giving them run for the
I
money.
agree.
Like they're being just agitating and just picky and just like that like those Nats, bro. Like they're just annoying to deal with this Orlando Magic team because the potential that they have as a team. Like this
Yeah.
team would have been higher in the standings had they not have an injury to Paulo early in the season, an injury to Franz early in the season right after that. Like this team's potential is crazy.
But I forgot. I
I
forgot
feel
what
like
shit
if
was
they
up there
get
with the
like a
Giants.
really good guard, I mean they got Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs has been good, but he's hurt. He's out
Yeah, he's
due to
hurt.
injury.
Yeah.
We've seen Cole Anthony improve like year to year. But I mean, if they get like another like good young guard, like Anthony Black is cool, but if they get someone that can like
He can't score.
really,
They need
yeah,
somebody
I'm
that
about
can
to say
score.
that's what
Fuck
I'm
all the
saying.
defense.
If they could get someone, if
And
they
I
could
don't
get
never say that.
somebody, exactly. Normally, I'm the offensive guy, and he the defensive guy, but if they can get
Hell.
someone to strengthen that core like guard group
Yeah.
and fix their center position, their center rotation, whatever.
Yes. Yes.
That's really what they're needing.
Like
I
Goga as a
mean,
backup, it's great. Mo Wagner
I
as a
feel like they
backup,
can get
great.
a
He tore his
good.
ACL,
I
so
feel
I
like
don't
they
know when
can
he'll be back.
in this draft, whatever their position. Cause I feel like they're gonna lose in this round, so they'll be in like
Mhm.
what, like
It's,
outside lottery. So like anywhere from
yeah,
like
they'll be like
15 to like
around
20,
17 to
24 for real.
20. Yeah,
Yeah, anywhere from like
which
yeah.
sucks because depending on if you win like a playing game, who you beat in a playing game, now they're ahead of you. And then
Mm,
I think it might be based off of like tiebreakers when it comes to like Heat, Grizzlies, Magic. Um, who's the other? Heat, Grizzlies,
Heat,
Magic.
Grizzlies, and Magic, Hawks. You talking
No,
about
who
playing
was
teams
the
or teams
other?
that want to play in team?
Heat, Grizzlies, Magic. Who's the other 7 seed?
Other 7 seed
Golden State.
was
Golden
the
State.
Golden State. Yeah.
But Golden State, depending on how far Golden State goes, will be what theirs looks like. So,
Okay.
um,
So yeah, anywhere
Yeah.
between
For the
like
Magic,
you
like
said,
they could
like
probably still find somebody
17
good, but they gotta
to
go spend some money, bro.
that too, that too, that
You
too.
gotta go spend some money. But the thing
Um,
is, like, you're about to pay Paolo soon.
yeah,
They've already paid Franz. Like,
yeah,
you already got a lot of money between them two and Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs not getting paid a ton, but he still
no,
already got an extension. So it's like
but it's time for him to get paid.
it's a lot of money for three players. But you got KCP was supposed to be a good piece for them. He ain't do shit this year.
Yup, nope.
He ain't do a damn thing this year. I think he shot like under 30% from three this season. Like that's nasty. Like they paid you literally to come shoot, and your ass didn't even do that. That was like Malik Beasley when he went to the Lakers. They was pissed. They paid his ass to come
Mm.
shoot. His ass missing everything.
And
And then he goes to the
he
Bucks or
shooting everything, Pistons shooting
Pistons,
everything.
and he second most threes in the league.
Like yo,
Um,
overstuffed too.
And he shouldn't have been talking
It was
shit, or he'd been number one.
it was oh no, it was between Ant and Steph. No, it's the Ant and Malik Beasley for most threes in the season this year, which is crazy.
Malik was like, "Yeah, you need eight, boy. You ain't gonna get that." And Ant went and got eight. Last game of season. Like
He
the
said, "Man, you
Pistons
can have
played
it.
at
I ain't
like
even wrong,
12 or
bro."
1. He
Yeah,
lying. He was sick. He wanted that
yeah,
shit bad.
right. Tell us some man. He can go. He can have
Like,
it.
yeah, I'm one of the ones. Lying ass.
No, he's sick inside.
Um, but no, I agree. Like the Magic. When I was looking at this series, when I was like Boston, like as much as like they don't like playing the Heat, like obviously it's a different Heat team, so they wouldn't have matter. They wouldn't have minded playing them probably. Um,
Hmm.
but I knew Orlando. Like Orlando beat them 2 out of 3 games this regular season. And
Yeah.
both of those games were kind of early. I think it was like October, November. Maybe both of them were in November. They beat them in Orlando twice, I want to say. And one of them was a blowout, if I remember correctly. So um, Orlando's played them well. Granted, they were healthy when they played them
Yep.
early in the season.
Yep.
Um, like that was still during the 10 game stretch that Paolo wasn't hurt. That was this like when Paolo was started, and we was like, "Damn, he about to be all NBA." It was still during that stretch, so it was really early in the season. Um,
Yeah.
I think even coming into this season, they needed a point guard and they needed somebody that could score from that guard position. Jalen Suggs did it pretty well, I would say, at the start of the season, but the injuries like just started mounting up. Like Paolo got hurt, and then before Paolo came back, Franz got hurt, and then when Paolo came back, Jalen Suggs got hurt. Multiple different injuries. Then Mo Wagner got hurt. Like there's just a bunch of different things where it's like, bro, the people that they need and the people that are able to score are hurt. And
Yeah.
then you look out and you're like, bro, do you know who their starting point guard is right now?
Who Orlando
Corey
starting
Joe.
point guard is? Get a ring and I bring it home like in Corey Joe. Whoa.
Corey Joseph was their third leading scorer the other night. You know how many points he scored? He
14.
scored no game.
That's just one guess right there.
He scored.
Third leading scorer, I'll say
Paolo
18.
had Paolo had 32.
Uh huh.
Franz had 24. Next highest score
Uh
was
huh.
Corey Joseph, 8 points.
8.
If I'm not mistaken, it might have been 6 for real. I just know no one else scored in double figures. That's all I know. Hold on, let me double check because I wrote it down. I said
Them
I
boys
wrote
doing some
down
heavy lifting,
next
man.
highest score Corey Joseph, and I put Corey dot Joseph dot like that was the emphasis I was trying to put on it while I was writing it down. Hold on, let me find it real quick. They played what Sunday? Yeah, it was so for reference. Tatum scored 37.
Mhm.
Jalen Brown scored 21. Derek White scored 18. Porzingis scored 19. Sam Hauser scored 6 off the bench. Al Horford scored 6 as a starter. Okay, he scored more than 8. My bad. It, Paolo scored 31. Franz scored 24. The next highest score was Corey Joseph with 12 points. Then Wendell Carter Jr. had 9. Anthony Black had 10. And KCP had 8. That is nasty. Like, get them boys some help. Everybody been saying Anthony Simons. I can see it, but at the same time, like Anthony Thomas don't even be healthy for real. So like this is already a team that deals with a lot of injuries. And I would say like their defense is good enough to like negate what he doesn't really do defensively. Like if you have 4 elite defenders out there and Anthony Simons, like I feel like you can make up for it. But also the Magic are a team that don't switch, or they switch and they don't help. So it's like you got to change that philosophy a little bit if you got Anthony Simons on your team. But the Magic definitely need to make some changes this offseason. I say this as they're up 6 in the second quarter. Um, but I think we know how this game probably ends up. Um, but I do want to talk about the Clippers and Nuggets because I feel like we haven't really got to talk about them as much. Um, like series record wise, this has been the best series. I think it's between them and then the Knicks and the Pistons for me. Um, just because like these besides game 2, I think it's when the Clippers blew them out. This just felt like the most even matchup. Like it feels like the Clippers have been the better team for a good chunk of it, but the Nuggets just are so poised at different times of the game where it's like, damn, I don't really know what you can do to stop that. Like, and Jamal really hasn't even gotten it going yet, and that's what's really scary, honestly. Like, if Jamal is able to I wouldn't say turn back the clock because he's only probably like 27, but like if he's able to get back to him from the past playoffs, like last playoffs, he was hurt with the hamstring, so he wasn't like Jamal Murray. This season, he's been pretty hampered with the injury as well, so he hasn't been Jamal Murray. But there's been different instances where you're like, okay, that looks like him, or he makes a couple shots each game where you're like, hey, that's one of Jamal Murray playoff shots that like he make that he started to get going. Like that's what I'll be worried about if I was the Clippers. Like I know what Jokic is going to give me. MPJ is going to make some threes here and there. Aaron Gordon is going to make plays. Jamal Murray is the one that we cannot let get hot because if he gets hot, this shit might get wicked. Um, and that's really what I probably feel like most of the NBA feels like or like the Western Conference. Like, yeah, like we probably can't stop Jokic, but if we can slow down Jamal Murray, we feel really good. If we can't stop him, we don't got a chance of winning this shit because that's how good they are as a duo. Is like if both of them have it going, there's literally nothing you can do, especially when they start to play the pick and roll. Like they can run the pick and roll, they can play the inverted pick and roll. Once they start doing that, it's really nothing you can do. So, um, but I've been impressed with James Harden. James Harden's been really good in my opinion. And then obviously like Kawhi, like just a healthy Kawhi, bro. Like that dude is a real life robot, bro. Like when he's healthy, and he's playing like his brand, like when he's playing his best basketball, is one of the best players to ever touch a basketball. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
He may not end up with the accolades because of injuries and things like that, but when it's all said and done, like talent for talent, like there's a lot of players that I would take Kawhi over. I'm just being honest because that's how elite he is or has been on both sides of the basketball. Like to be somebody that can score 30 points in a playoff game and shut down the best player on the other team, it's not a lot of players in history that you can say can do that. So if it comes when it comes down to it, there's some players that I'm like, yeah, I'm taking him over Kawhi. But once you get to a certain point, like, no, give me Kawhi. Nope, give me Kawhi. Like that's how good he is, especially in the playoffs. Like he's a special player, bro. Like just watching him in the playoffs year after year when he's healthy again, um, it's crazy. Like the 2019 run, one of the craziest runs I've ever seen. Like, and I was calling him the
To
best player
this
in
day.
the league before that series or before that playoff run. After that, I was like, yeah, y'all can't tell me shit, bro. Like,
Samp. Samp, he
that
stamped it that year.
motherfucker.
He
And
stamped it
then
that year,
obviously the
man.
bubble happened, and then after that, it's
Yeah.
been pretty much injuries. But when he's healthy and he's on the court, bro, like he's not the same defender as he used to be, obviously with all the injuries. But shit, that offense,
He's still up there,
that shit
dog.
ain't going nowhere, bro.
It's
Shit's
crazy.
going
Like it's
nowhere.
really automatic at times. Like you see him, like he just
Yes,
it's like a video game how he plays, bro. Like he will get to a spot, pull up, spot, come around, do do leg, get to the cup like it's nothing. Mid range, nothing. Knocking down
he's so
threes like it's
strong.
nothing. Like, bro, like he's like a machine for real. For like, I know we joking trip about
Yes,
Kawhi, but like he's really
He's a
like a
real life robot.
machine, bro. Yeah.
Yes.
Well said.
It's like he does the same thing every single day. He does the same thing
Yeah.
every single day. He's like a literal robot. Like he has the same routine every day. He comes
Don't
down,
get
does the
tired.
same mechanic ass dribbles. Like his dribbles don't come out here. His dribbles don't. He don't do nothing fancy.
It's real
His is
short.
1-2, 1-2, or 1-2, and he's getting to the either that midi or he's getting to the rack and he's getting fouled.
His bag work,
Oh!
drill work.
Hey!
Okay, that's crazy.
He stayed with that. Hey! And it's Kawhi, so it's like he quiet as hell. So if he do that, you definitely fouled him. Hey!
Yeah. But that make a quad something different, bro. Man's programmed, drill work, bag work, whatever you want to call it. The boy different.
Shout out Zubac too. Zubac been
Zubac has
hooping all
been up
season,
there.
but
No, for sure.
like Aaron Gordon didn't make
One,
that. If he didn't make that tip back dunk, they go to overtime
yeah.
because Zubac low key cooked Jokic. I ain't gonna lie.
So
He got straight to it and gave him a
he
bucket, bro.
Zubac
Right back.
overlooked, man.
No, that's a
Zubac can
fact.
never get us one
That's a
that's
fact.
been overlooked
Hey,
and
he might be
underappreciated, man.
top 5 center this year. If
Talk
we
about
were to
it.
do a rankings of centers, he probably top 5 after this year.
Talk
Actually,
about it.
he might be like top 3 for real because Wemby wouldn't make the list because of his injury. Joel Embiid wouldn't make the list because of his injury.
Mm-hmm.
Cat would be considered a center this year, so it's probably like Jokic, Sabonis, Cat,
Jokic, Cat, Sabonis. You can throw
and
Zubac
I'll
in the
probably go
mix of
Zubac
that.
after that.
Yeah, it's nobody else top of my head I can
Zubac
think
might be
of.
all NBA
That's worthy.
because I'm taking Zubac stats, like not stats wise, but like performance wise. I'm taking Zubac over Jared Allen. I'm taking him over
Yeah,
Porzingis. I'm taking him over Miles Turner. Taking him over
yeah.
Chet didn't play enough.
Nope.
Um, what's the boy name? Isaiah Hartenstein didn't play enough. Şengün has an argument. He's probably 4 or 5 range. I'm taking him over whoever the Warrior center is. They don't really got one. Definitely taking him over Jackson Hayes. Taking him over
Yeah,
Rudy Gobert.
yeah.
Like, hey, taking him over Jalen Duran. Just this season, Zubac's top 5 center. Let's just
Yeah.
go ahead and say it. Okay,
I don't know. You
top
can
5
set
center
up.
this year. I
I'm
mean,
not tripping on
there's
that.
also a lot of people out with injuries. So,
Yeah.
like AD out, Embiid out, uh, Wemby didn't play enough,
But we
which
don't
I'm
want to
sick about
discount.
because I just know Wemby was gonna be in the playoffs this year. I just
Mm-hmm.
know we could have got like Spurs Thunder, Chet Wemby first round. We could have had Chet versus Wemby. Ah, pissed. He gonna be back though. I
Oh,
can't
they're
wait
gonna
because
be
I
in the
know he's
lottery
pissed.
again.
I know he watching all these games like should be me out there.
Yo, what if they draft like Kamar Watch?
I can't even be mad because I fuck with them, but like that's crazy, bro.
Yo, that would be
They really about to
crazy.
get a
That'd be
nice little pick though. Because what if they
right.
jump? What if they jump number 1 again?
Don't say that. 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 Don't say
They
that.
end
We're
up
not
with
speaking that
damn
energy.
Cooper Flag
We're
and
not.
Wimby
We're not speaking that energy.
and
We're
De'Aaron.
not speaking.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not.
Turn
No,
me up.
no.
Turn me
We're not
up.
giving that any. We're not giving that any power.
Let's go. We put that in the air. Spurs first pick. Like yeah,
I'm smacking
give it
it
to
out
him.
the air. I'm smacking it out the air like Wimby. No, taking it out the air. No, no,
What if it went
no.
to the Wizards? Would you be sick?
Yes,
All right. So
because that's
if you
literally a
do,
waste of time.
if you don't get Cooper Flag, who would you want?
If we don't get Cooper Flag, I would hope
Say
we
you had the
still get a
second pick.
top
You get the
3
second pick. Who
pick.
would you want?
Second pick, I'm thinking between Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper. Um,
So like smaller Cade or Jalen Green, basically.
basically.
In a sense, I don't want to say that's exactly what they play like, but I feel like that's
Yeah.
similar.
So I like Dylan better though.
Dylan Harper low
Like
key
I
like
feel
Kyle Lowry a little bit.
like I think we need another. We need a point guard for sure, like a true point guard, like a for sure point. Like I would love to have Dylan Harper if we don't get Cooper Flag, but I won't be mad at Ace Bailey. Um, Jeremiah Fears is another guy I like in this draft.
Jeremiah Fears is
That should
good.
go early. That should go early lottery. I don't know about 2 to 3, but he'll be a lottery pick for
He'll
sure.
probably get like 5,
Um,
6, 7.
wouldn't mind Colin Knuckle, but I mean, it's like when you build on a new team, or not
That
build a new
depend
team.
on
When
where
you're trying
you.
to build a
That's depend on
team,
where you pick it
that's
at.
like a good. I say that's a good complementary piece. I think Colin would be a
Yeah.
great complementary piece if you do have like a for sure one option. You
See
know.
what I be talking about? Motherfucker just threw him a damn half court lob, full court lob, and that ball went
Hey,
out of bounds. Now if the Pistons come
that's
down
who
and
they
score.
traded five. That's who they traded 5 first for. You
Hey,
know it was coming.
go watch the game back and tell me if they shouldn't have traded 5 picks because he made some huge plays late. So go tell me if they should have traded 5 picks.
Listen, no, I understand the pick. You got a team that's hold on, look, listen. You got a team that's contending and try to build themselves up as a contender. You got a team that's trying to start from the ground up again. You know, those picks mean more to the Nets than they do the Knicks at this moment. They can get a guy
Because they think they're gonna be
that
good, so them
can
picks gonna be
help.
like 25.
Yeah, but still, 5 first is 5 first. That messed up the market. 5 first for a non-All
No.
Star.
Rudy Gobert messed up
Yeah,
the market.
Rudy did mess up the market because Rudy's a former defensive player of the year and former All Star.
He still fucked it up. Because
Mikel was All
Donovan only
Star.
went for
Well, no,
what,
not All Star.
3?
No.
Like 3 and a swap, maybe 3 and 2 swaps. I'm like,
Exactly.
no, I
Got
think
way less.
Rudy Gobert went for 3 and 2 swaps. I can't remember, but
Some
I feel like
crazy.
there was a few swaps in Donovan Mitchell's, and then Katie didn't go for a ton of picks either. I think y'all mostly just got y'all picks back from like
Hmm.
Houston and was it Houston? Yeah, because y'all traded y'all's picks to Houston for Harden, and then y'all got those back. Yeah, y'all got those back. Um, but yeah, I would say like I get the damn 5 picks, but like if they're good, those picks won't matter because I mean you're picking 27, 28 anyway, and Tibbs don't even play young players, so them motherfuckers just gonna sit on the bench anyway. Knicks fans would be mad if they didn't trade and they just kept drafting players to sit on the bench. Like Tyler Kolek, I ain't seen bro play all season.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's a
I mean, I
contending
think he's
team
been
and
tearing.
they need
I
young
think
players to
he's been
understand.
tearing up in the G, but
I mean, they killing the G League, but I ain't seen him play like a real game all year. I don't
yeah,
want to say real
nah.
game. That's disrespectful. NBA game. That's disrespectful. I
NBA
said real game. That's another shit.
game. Yeah,
Fake ass
but
games.
nah.
WWE ass game.
WWE game is crazy. You already gonna know the outcome. They just playing
AW
for
ass
sport.
games.
Already
Them
know the
shits.
outcome. They just playing. They just getting reps in.
Them shits. That's the E League. Talking about the G League. Nigga. That's entertainment league. What they talking about?
Hey, shout out Drew
I'm just
Timmy though.
kidding.
We picked up Drew Timmy from our G League team after he went crazy and dropped 50 in the game. I think he had like a 50-point triple double or 50-point double double, one or two. He went crazy. He went on like a crazy streak, and now he's in that. Just got a full time contract and played well in the last like what 6 games he was on the team for, or last few games he was on the team for. It had to be at least 10 to 15 games he was on the team for, but yeah. Speaking of shout outs, we normally do news at the beginning of the show, but shout out to Stephon Castle for Rookie of the Year. Back to back Rookie of the Year awards for the San Antonio Spurs. Yeah, they good. They're not getting
Back
over.
to back
I
to
mean they're
back.
not
Come
getting
on.
they're no. They just got the last two back.
Stephon
They
Castle
just
wasn't
got the
number one.
last. He wasn't, but they had the last two Rookie of the Years. Why would they get a
Draft
third
better.
one?
Draft better.
I mean, hey,
They ain't had a 1 pick. They ain't had a 2 pick. They ain't had none of that shit.
good Lord, what
The niggas picked
happened just now?
Ricochet and fucking Star and damn. I look up nigga holding his head.
One holding
I
his
hate the
head, the
way
other
Mitchell
holding his
Robinson wear his
stomach.
headband. He wear that shit on the top of his hairline. That shit bothers me. Put that shit on your forehead, bro. What are you doing? Like, that should be up here.
Yo, Lord, what
When
happened
is
to
it?
Tim
Like, look
Hardaway
at it.
Jr.?
Oh,
Oh, that's Jalen
damn.
Duren. Oh,
Dog,
oh.
you had me thinking something happened on the other side of the court. I'm looking for damn. That's not Jalen Duren on the floor. I'm like, damn, what's TSJ at?
I thought that's who it was. I didn't see it that ink. I saw the ink. I
The
just saw the
zero do
feet.
look like an 8, yeah.
I just saw the feet, and I
Boy,
really could see
that
the
boy looked like
face.
he
I just
lost
saw
his
the feet and
breath,
the skin,
boy.
but yeah,
You see his face? He said,
yeah. He
that's not
gasping for
funny. It's
air.
just the way
It's not. It's not.
I only say it because I know that I know that feeling personally of like losing your breath and trying to catch it, like trying to
Yo, getting the wind knocked out of
trying to
you.
breathe,
It's
bro.
like,
That shit is
like,
not fun at
oh
all.
my
Yeah, you feel like you about
god.
to die. Like
Yo,
this when it feel like
I
you
haven't
stop breathing.
really. I haven't had that happen in a minute. I can't remember the last time that I've had that happen, but it's like, yo, gang, you are really
Last time it
gasping for
happened to me was
air.
like
Like,
high school.
I'm about to say it might have been high school, maybe middle school. I don't know, or I don't know if that has really ever happened to me. Like, got hit that hard. I don't know, but like, still,
Yeah, it definitely happened to me in
like,
high school. I took a charge on a big motherfucker. Them niggas said blocking for I was
I
hot,
took
bro.
I took one charge when I played rec ball. My mom said, "You better not do that again." She said, "Boy, you
Don't
scared
do
me,
that
boy. You
shit
better
no
not do
more.
that again."
You
I
thought
mean,
you
I
was going
took
to the
charge.
league?
I took charges since, but still, she was like, "Why don't you do
I be
that?"
thinking about taking charges and pick up, be like, yeah,
And
fuck that.
no, 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 no. You take no, 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 no. I'm sorry. I will
I'm
cut
just
you
kidding.
out clean.
Just kidding,
I
bro.
will
I'm
cut
just
you
kidding,
out
bro.
clean. I'm like, yo, who you think you is, Kyle Lowry?
Yeah. Udonis Haslam. Let's slide right there.
Trying to take
Charge.
a charge.
We're going that way.
It be guys that be trying that too, though.
No, I really just strip down at the ball. Hit the ball, hit their foot, they go out of bounds. But yeah, it's our ball. The fuck? I hit down. How the ball go that way?
Exactly, gang.
But nah, you hit the ball. I said,
You
and what?
kicked it.
How the ball get there? You hit it out after. Nah, hell no. All right, we not playing until we get that fucking ball. I know that.
I'll take the ball home.
It's my rock. I don't give a damn.
Facts.
Fight me
Ain't
for it.
nobody playing.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck that much.
But
The
nah,
motherfuckers
man.
do be lying.
Anything else we got before we get out of here?
Do you think any of these series get like extended past game 6? Do you
Well,
think we see a game 7?
you got the 3-1 series. I think
Besides the 2-2, I think the
if I say
2-2 goes
besides, yeah, out
at
of the
least 6.
3-1 series,
Or at least go 6.
I ain't gonna lie, the way this Knicks and Pistons game look, I'm not surprised if the Pistons leave out of New York with a dub. I won't be surprised.
If
I
I'm
would
the
not
Knicks,
be
I'm trying to get this shit
surprised.
over with tonight
Yes.
because
Yes,
Jalen
I
Brunson
mean,
already
Little
had the
Caesars
ankle
Arena.
and then he hurt his knee.
Yep.
Wrap this shit up.
Little Caesars Arena gonna be rocking.
They're gonna have. But the fact that Chauncey Billups was out there and he a coach of the Blazers is crazy to me.
Crazy.
I say, hey, bro, there ain't no conflict of interest. I don't think I've ever seen a head coach of a team be at another team game in the playoffs.
I said, I don't
Like
care if I'm
rooting
the
for the team too.
franchise.
If
Yeah,
he
I don't
just
care.
there,
Like
cool. He out there rooting hard.
he was Finals MVP for them, right? When they won.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care if I'm
Big
Finals
shot.
MVP for. Listen, I don't care
Big
if I'm
shot.
Finals MVP for this team.
Hit nobody
I'm
inside.
Oh my gosh. I don't care if I'm the best player in that franchise. If I'm coaching for another team, bro, that's who I'm with now.
Just got an extension too. Shout out Chauncey Billups.
Yeah. But
You know what clip I came
let's
across the other
see.
day?
You got oh god.
You know what clip I came across the other day?
What clip?
The diamond tested Will Chamberlain. And I was like, that shit fake, gang.
Bro, I'm saying because look, they listen, listen, respect, all not all due respect, but respect to Kevin Love's father. They posted his highlights of
Oh
it.
yeah.
I know they
They
got Wilkes
posted his
filming
highlights?
this. They posted Kevin
Oh
Love's
hell
father's
no, y'all.
highlights.
Yeah. Y'all got the highlights, man. Y'all got the highlights. Post them.
It
I
was
need
in
those.
full color.
All these documentaries we got documentary on that shit.
It was in full color.
Oh hell no. When was he
And
playing?
it looked like, listen, I don't know, but hold on. I've
Did he
seen
play
this
against?
early. Where is that?
Oh, I said, did he play against
Like
Wilt?
I don't know too much about Papa Love
Shout out
or
Kevin
Mr.
Love though.
Love, I should say. Shout out Kevin Love though for sure. Condolences to his family.
Absolutely.
Where is this at in the world? Because we were
Y'all gotta
talking about
make
this
free
in our
throws.
group text
Oh,
earlier.
that's another thing. The Rockets, bro, make your free throws. Through 4 games, they've missed 47 free throws, bro. 47 free throws?
Oh, so they
You
had his
gotta be kidding
highlights
me.
on. Okay, Stan Love. Let's see, Stan Love highlights.
Yes. Slow it down, Jalen. Now go.
Yeah, this man Stan Love. When did he play? In the
I want to say he
70s?
played for the Lakers. No. I
Yeah,
did see a
these
picture,
highlights look
and he
look
was in gray.
remastered, bro. These
Oh,
highlights
okay.
look remastered. Yeah, he played for the Lakers for a minute.
I knew it.
Cause they showing
I'm
they
locked.
showing his Lakers highlights.
So he played with like Kareem in there? Not like
He
play
played
with
at
Kareem.
Oregon.
Like, was he playing when Kareem was playing?
He drafted in 71, so yeah, got to. That's a Kareem played like 25 years, bro. So it's like
That
definitely
is
played during
crazy.
Kareem's time. Yeah.
But yeah, the Rockets, they got to make their free throws, bro. Like,
Oh, and one. Okay, Mitch.
47 missed free throws in 4 games. They missed 12 free throws last night, and they lost by 3. Sorry.
Oh, let me see. Let me look at Basketball Reference because I don't know what that first team was in that video.
Mitch Rod. I love Madison Square Garden, bro. I feel like I say this every time we watch a game and we're recording. But that's the only like
Okay, he
stadium or
played
like
one,
arena that I
two,
have to see.
three. He played 4 years. He played for Baltimore. Oh, he played for the Bullets. Played for the Bullets and for the Lakers.
It's tough. Shout out Kevin
And
Love.
played
Shout
for the
out Stan
Spurs.
Love.
He played for the. All right, so yeah, he played for the Bullets, Lakers, and the San Antonio Spurs.
Both these teams have missed 9 free throws, bro.
They got his
This kid
highlights in
gotta
full color.
stop, bro.
They got his highlights in full color, HD, all that.
Yeah, Will highlights is they out there.
Wilt's 100-point game is somewhere in the vault.
Or it's not because shit didn't happen.
Exactly. It's like the moon landing. You get the moon landing. You think they had a television crew or did for the moon? Like for real?
You don't know.
You
So
saw what
right,
they
they
did
told us
recently with
Columbus was
the.
the first person to.
You saw what they did recently with this. Whatchamacallit? This. I forgot the name of it, but with the group with Katy Perry and Gayle King, where they went to space for 11 minutes. They
You
went to
said
space for
who,
11
Kim?
minutes. Gayle King.
I think you said Gail Kim. I was gonna say, do you even know who that is? Gail Kim was a wrestler back in the day.
That's what I'm
I
about to
say
say.
back in the
Gayle
day.
Kim was a
Yeah,
wrestler. Yeah.
2000.
I know who that
Yeah,
is. Yeah. But Gayle
that's what I thought you said.
King.
Gail Kim. I was like Katy Perry and Gail Kim. What the hell?
I'm about to say when you
Gail
asked me
King.
that just now, that struck a chord. I was like, oh sure, I forgot about Shorty. But
No, I didn't even see that.
yeah, they went to space for 11 minutes and didn't even go to space for real. They just like touched they went above where you go when you're on a flight, basically. Like
Shit, I was
Basically
just
what
on
they
a
did.
flight. I don't want to go no higher.
It came back.
I be above the clouds, like I don't feel like I'm supposed to be this high.
I'd be looking at the clouds like I can walk on them. I always
All
get a
right,
window
this
seat.
nigga
I
Jesus
always
high.
get a window seat. I'd be like, it just feels that way because they're all just there. It's like you don't really
Yeah,
think it's like airy. It's like it looks like the floor. It's really crazy. But what's a real deal
I
talk
need that
though?
hour seat so I can put my foot up.
Dang, what were we talking about?
You was about to start
Not
saying something,
space.
and I asked. I
Oh,
said,
I was talking about. We were talking about Wilt. We were talking about Wilt because
yeah,
yeah, that footage is somewhere or it didn't happen.
you gotta be.
I did see a video. It was like Carmelo Anthony talked to an old head, and the old head was like, "I was at the game." He was
Oh,
like,
I remember that.
"Nah." Yeah, he's like, "Nah, ain't no way."
Hey, bro, I love watching Mellow Pod. He funny as
It's like
hell.
one of those things where they probably just think, "Oh, he had 100," you know? Because like I don't know, man. They
Mm-hmm.
kept track of scores and stuff back then. Of course, you got George Mikan, but like George Mikan stuff is documented. You know, I
Yep.
mean, you got Will is documented too.
Elgin
That 100
Baylor
point
shit.
game. They got full color HD remastered highlights of these guys now. I mean, he's just rambling at this point, but yeah. Outside of that, though, to answer your question, because that's what started all this talk. To answer your question, dang, I didn't even troll you on the Heat getting swept, but I did that yesterday, so we good.
Shit, I ain't worried about that shit. We'll be back way faster than y'all will.
Sure. Anyways, what series I see still continuing on at least to a game 6. Pistons could push it to a game 6. The way that this game 5 is looking right now. I don't think I think the Celtics find a way to win. I know the Magic have been kind of up for most of the game and it's been really ticky tack back and forth and just close throughout the first half, but I think with the Celtics being at the crib, using that to their advantage, them knowing that they could get it done at the crib, they're not gonna waste their time here. Other series that are 3-1 at the moment, I think the Lakers push another game out of this series. Um, I think the Warriors take care of business against the Rockets.
On the road.
So that's what, yeah. So we got Indiana already advancing. I would say
Yep.
Indiana advanced. Indiana already advancing. I would think the Celtics advance tonight. Detroit and LA will be the ones to push it to a game 6.
Not mad at that. Not mad at that at all.
I said I missed
But
the
yeah,
series I was in the 3-1. I thought it was 5
uh,
series out of 3-1.
it's
It was
Knicks
5 series out of
Pistons,
3-1.
Wolves Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the Bucks just lost. Then
Yep.
you got Magic Celtics. You got Warriors Houston.
Okay, so yeah. Pacers already advanced, so that's one. That's done. You got Celtics Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Magic up 49-47 at half. You got Pistons Knicks, and then you got Warriors, and then you got thing. So yeah, Warriors advancing, Celtics advancing. You got the Pacers who already advanced, and then the other two series should go in 6, in my opinion.
I'm not. Not much there.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Or anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Word. Well,
Let me
appreciate
see.
y'all. Oh, dang, I stole your whole thing. That's crazy. That happens like
Get a
once
load of this
every
guy.
like 10 episodes.
Get a load of this guy.
Anyways, thank y'all for tuning into another episode of the Headband podcast. Just if you made it this far, be sure to um to subscribe to the YouTube page because we got a lot in store for y'all starting at the top of next week. WNBA season is upon us, and we got a lot of content coming out. I'm getting my editor bag, yes sir, yes sir. But yeah, oh, me you mentioned that Jalen Russell was a clutch player of the year. Let's see how clutch he is today.
You said let's see how clutch he is tonight.
Yeah. Put the diamond tester to the hardware.
That he ain't just scored like 8 straight the other night after he fucked his knee up.
I mean, hey, no, he tough for that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Cause that knee injury looked nasty. I was
Okay,
scared.
with the layup. I'm about to say,
Oh, we didn't.
I was like,
Oh yeah, we did.
The what?
We didn't talk about Dame, but we did.
Yeah, we did talk Dame.
It was Ja. Hopefully Ja is okay. That's what it was.
There it is. Yeah.
Because that injury was nasty, and the way that he was moving, shooting those free throws, he didn't look good at all. Obviously, the season over for the Grizzlies, but hopefully he has a big. Stop playing with him. Come on. That shit is light work. Come on.
Boy, he shot that bit from Washington Square Park.
Boy, the way these motherfuckers be hitting the ground, golly, bro. Holy
Boy, Josh
shit.
felt like he got shot.
Damn.
That's not funny, man. Josh over there hurting.
And they was like,
He's
yeah,
still on the ground.
Nah, I'm telling you, the way these people be hitting the ground, like straight back first, like damn. And y'all usually got to hope that ricochet don't.
Because that's where he put his hand at.
That's not a good thing at all.
No, that's not the type of injury you want to deal with.
Yeah, that's definitely not an injury that you just like, all right, I'm good. You go back out there. That shit does not happen.
Yeah. Nah. But yeah, But yeah, that man cat shot that joint from Washington Square Park, baby. Like that's crazy. He shot that joint from NYU.
He's like that.
He shot that from Tribeca.
I thought he was gonna say from Rucker Park.
That too.
He was gonna say that.
He shot that bit from Yankee Stadium.
He said that bitch from what what did Ant say?
Yucatan?
That bitch from Yucatan. He says, is that a real place? I don't even know. That's how far he shot that bitch from.
It is. It's in Mexico.
Yeah, I remember that because people was pissed. They was like, motherfucker, that shit's in. I was like, oh shit, they on his head. So hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Bro, Isaiah Thomas said that was like an AAU, and then Giannis got to get up out of there.
Oh, Giannis gone. Giannis gone for sure.
Giannis is out of there, man.
I thought Giannis was gone regardless. Them niggas losing the first round. You got niggas. You got Tyrese Halliburton dad talking shit to you. Yeah, he gone. Give me about it.
Tyrese,
they ain't tore his Achilles. He out for the season. No, I'm gone.
Yeah, no.
I got me fucked up. I thought I was staying out here.
Man, so good luck to Giannis because Giannis shutting everybody out. He's like, no, I'm not working out with no stars. I'm not working out with no stars. No, now we seeing it. It's stars. Listen, now we seeing the stars want to play with Giannis. Ooh, okay. Oh, get that out of here. Okay, Dern. I kind of want to stay on for the rest of this game. This episode will be 2 hours. I don't care.
Oh, my matter.
This game is too close just to end right before the end of the game. Like we might need a reaction here.
Fuck. That shit was online too.
I'm gonna just remind him.
If I didn't say fuck, you would have thought he was gonna make that shit because that shit was online.
Don't put Kid Cunningham, baby. Come on, man. Bring it
Damn, they
back to
took Jalen
Detroit,
Brunson out the
man.
game?
Yeah, he
Oh,
got to come
yeah.
back, though.
Tibbs tweaking. Tibbs is fucking tweaking. For
K
campaign?
with a big rebound. Josh
The
Hart
fuck
coming
you
back,
bring him out
too.
the game for? Why the hell did he bring him out the game?
But Sarah's going to work.
Oh, hell no. Y'all keep swinging this shit to campaign. Give it up, gang. Swing that shit.
Mikal. Oh, hell no. A minute
That
left.
niggas took out Jalen Brunson.
A minute left. Up
End of
6,
the game.
Detroit. Oh.
Call a timeout so you get Brunson back in that motherfucker. What the hell are we doing?
What are they doing for real, for real? Oh my
Y'all
gosh.
niggas is tweaking.
You're leaving Brunson and Josh Hart just chilling. I didn't even think they call a timeout.
Chilling at the
Mikal
scores
Bridges make a
table.
good
Y'all
shot,
down
though.
6.
You know they're not going to call a timeout. Now you going to foul? And you're not even successful doing that. What are the Knicks doing? The Knicks do not want to win this game.
I guess the niggas like Detroit a lot.
Yeah, they got some unfinished business out there. Oh my gosh, Cade Cunningham, what a pass. What a find. And Brunson and Hart not calling a timeout there. I don't care about the 2 points that you got. You don't call a timeout to get your guys back on the floor? You don't foul to get your guys back out on the floor?
Season not over with this loss, but they put their series ending shots, series ending hopes in the hands of campaign.
Now you giving Detroit
Game 6 at their crib.
Momentum that you could have prevented. Now you're giving Detroit unneeded momentum for them to force a game 7 now.
Y'all
they were down
thought
3-1.
Detroit was loud on Sunday. After they feel like they got cheated, bamboozled, they didn't went to New York and got a dub and they coming back. Oh my God. The fuck you Brunson's gonna be way louder. It's gonna be fuck you Mikhail's, fuck you Josh's, Cat, all them. Especially Josh Hart since his ass is the one that fouled him. So did something happen to Brunson where he came out because he got
Here's
hurt or
another
something?
footage. It said here's another angle of Halliburton's dad and Giannis. This is the same behavior by an old man.
Hey, Josh, he hurting, boy. Y'all gotta score quick, man. Score quick, get a steal. It's your only chance. Got one chance.
Oh. Okay, so I'll see what happened. Tyrese Halliburton's dad, right? After
Oh my God. That shit was water. Oh my gosh. That shit was water. His ass over there.
I ain't got much to say. Matter of fact, I got nothing to say. You good shot. Good shot after
But
you missed the last
that's the
one.
same shot he made in game 4. But he made that one, but he was missing the wide open ones this series.
He missed the last one before that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. You make the ones that's that J.R. Smith. You're like, yeah, I'm wide open. Let me take a beat. All right, they pulling up. All right, let me shoot. I wish J.R. Smith was still like hooping.
All right, so
play
Tyrese
1-on-1.
Halliburton's dad ran on the court after the well, I don't say ran on the court because they're like behind the goal. But got on the court after the game, holding the Tyrese Halliburton like banner or whatever, right? And he like didn't really get in Giannis' face, but in proximity to Giannis, waved it towards Giannis and was talking trash to Giannis, and then Pat Connaughton runs off the bench and breaks the 2 up before he got even further. It's from the video that I'm watching right now.
Yeah,
You see
Pops is
how
tweaking.
Hallie jumps on the table. Pops get on there. He's like waving the flag at him, waving it to him.
Yeah, Pops
Pop
is
socket
tweaking, bro.
trash too. Pop socket trash too. Pat Carter's like, yo, chill out, bro.
Like, you do realize this is fucking Giannis, right? Giannis biggest. Like, you seen Halliburton. Tyrese was not over there. Be like, all right, I'm gonna fight you if you fuck on my dad. He was like, nah, you got it, bro. You right.
Okay,
Hell
hold on. And then
no.
Halliburton, hold on. Halliburton in the presser said, I don't think that will good. I don't think that my pops was in the right at all there. We will have a conversation and I'll talk to Giannis. It's
Oh,
unfortunate. We're all grown
oh,
men.
oh, 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 oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That would have been crazy. He should just let that go out of bounds. Oh, that was Loki going out of bounds.
But the Knicks are
Because
funny,
Beasley's
man.
the one that touched it.
Knicks are funny, man. Yup.
How does they fall?
I'm just saying they're funny. The whole ending of this game is funny. Like they're funny.
They like to make shit entertaining.
They want us to watch these games on other networks. You see, they had the start of the Celtics and Magic game on HLN.
What?
Yeah, it said Celtics
Why?
Magic starting on HLN.
Their game has already started though.
No. I'm saying when it started because that was when the
What
Pacers
the
were
hell
in
was on
overtime.
NBA TV?
Now they got
Wait, huh?
look. They got Clippers. They got Clippers Denver now on True TV.
Ooh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I told you they trying to make this shit entertaining, bro. But this is what making me mad. Ever since I was a kid, football and basketball is like this.
Every
Motherfuckers
time.
couldn't get no first downs all game. Couldn't get no first downs all game. Couldn't score all game. Last drive, all of a sudden, motherfuckers just score.
Doing
Niggas can't
everything,
shoot all
or it's
day.
like
Wide open threes,
people
missing.
break the tackle. People forget how to tackle people at the end of the game.
Boy,
Like they're not paid millions of dollars to
boy.
do so for a living. Like they don't do so 5, 6, 7, 8 days out the week.
Oh, they don't got no more timeouts. They might foul them if they make both. They might foul them instead of letting them get up a heave.
This is crazy.
Whoever they foul, they gotta make both of these.
Yeah.
Gotta
Are
make
you a
both of
fan of
these
fouling
because
up three?
no, for entertainment reasons.
Okay.
But if I was a coach, like if I'm coaching
Strategically,
and it's
I'm
like
fouling up three.
if if it's 8 seconds left and they
I'm
got the
fouling
rock,
up three.
I'm fouling. I'm fouling for sure.
Yeah.
But for entertainment reasons, no, don't foul. That shit weak. For my entertainment, I want to see a potential game winner. You fuck that up, I'm
Yeah.
not fucking with you.
But I say I'm a fan first.
Unless you me.
Like listen, I don't have a dog in any of these fights. I'm watching for entertainment
Shit
purposes,
don't
bro. I want to
benefit
see this
me.
go to
Now if
overtime.
it's the Heat,
I want to see
foul.
good basketball. Yes. Like your team involved, make the right play, make the right decision, be strategic, win the game.
But you telling me step
But
down 3
me as a
and I need
fan,
to see him shoot a
I
3?
want to be entertained. I want to see a good basketball game. I want to see a good ending. I want to see dramatics, theatrics. Okay, they got Cat in front of Schroeder. They got Cade. Damn, they almost tackle Cade. Sheesh.
You gotta make sure you know he fouled.
Yeah. Honestly, they look like Sauce Gardner.
Last 3 games decided by 9 total points.
That's
That's what we call a
insane.
series, man. Well, I'd have made a star go get that ball. I'd have left his ass wide open. And without him making free throws. Like, yeah, let me get somebody from the Rockets to shoot y'all free throws. The motherfuckers can't shoot.
Made
I
the
still can't
first
believe they missed 47 free throws in 4 games, bro. That's nuts. That's
47 free
over
throws. My goodness.
in 4 games, brother. That's over 12 free throws a game that you missed. They missed 12 last night and lost by 3.
Y'all are professionals.
Knocked down both. Oh, no, hell no, not Deuce. They gonna foul him. What the fuck? They got a timeout? Oh, they fouled him. Ah!
Mm.
Fuck, y'all get that shit to Deuce. Oh, 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 wait, did they foul to give? No, they didn't. They didn't have a foul to give. They didn't have a foul. Damn it! Boo! Boo, man, it's the playoffs. Get a stop. And they gonna miss. I fucking knew it, bruh. I fucking knew it, bruh. Why
Making
did they
free
throw him
throws,
the
kids.
ball?
Making free throws, kids.
Why did they throw him the
Work on
ball?
your free throws right now, kids. If you're watching this, work on your free throws.
Where the hell did
Free throws
Brunson
are
go?
important. Free throws are important. I'm about to say, you put the ball game on the line. You put the ball on Deuce McBride in? Respectfully. Deuce McBride?
I thought he was gonna run up and like kick it back, like Villanova, Arcidiacono
Ain't
type
even
shit. He didn't throw it back to
didn't
OG.
even they didn't even get it to the clutch player of the year. They deserve to lose the game. They deserve to
I
lose the
wouldn't
game.
go that far.
No, they deserve to lose the game.
Why?
Melo wearing an LA hat too, and that I know ain't for no damn Lala. Like that's another thing.
Might be.
Might be, who knows? But it's
Shit,
an
I
LA
would.
hat though. A New York guy with an LA hat at the crib? No.
What the hell?
One of your legends, the next guy to get his jersey retired is wearing a LA hat in the building. Y'all don't not striking that y'all trying to win this game at all. Energy's all off.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is he gonna miss on purpose?
Ah.
Oh, he missed both. And going back to Detroit. Detroit basketball. They had
The
they had
crazy
that
thing
bit
is,
rocking.
this could have been 3-2 going back
It could have.
to Detroit.
It could have.
Or like 3-2 Detroit going back.
Yeah.
Low key. Series could be over if the Pistons didn't sell game 1.
Now we got Clippers in Denver, but we gonna sign out. Thank y'all for tuning into another episode of the Headband podcast. So we be back top of the week next week. Got a lot of W content coming out. Switch things up a little bit this year, doing a little more this year on the W side of things, just in general, really, man. We getting after it, bro. So y'all know where to follow us at. Y'all see at right here. See his at over there. Y'all know what tap in with us at, man. Restless wrestling on Saturdays. All that good stuff, man.
Y'all know where to be.
Anyways, man, thank y'all for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all. And we can't stop.